welcome, ladies and gentlemen. 1650 PWAM, 1650 PWAM Pro Wrestling, and more. I feel like it's the Jeff and Joe show all this week. From E3 to playing golf. That hasn't happened yet, because I didn't give Jeff anything to make fun of me for, but I will.
We're on a roll, White.
I even did a miniature thing, giving a little bit of what's on the network here. You know that old show that MTV did back in the day called True Life?
Yes.
Okay. They had one called True Life, I'm a Pro Wrestler, where they followed Triple H in China, Tony Atlas, and people over at Les Thatcher's Heartland Wrestling Association school. And I decided to go ahead and watch that with me commentating over it. And I did like you suggested with the New Japan thing. I kind of like put the MTV shit like on a bigger or a smaller portion of the screen than my face.
Yeah.
And they haven't copyrighted it yet. So.
Hey, there you go.
Gedo no get me this time.
I got you once, White. I'll get you again.
Gedo. Anyway. Hashtag Ghetto Dassy. Anyway.
Dassy Ghetto, if you're in Japan.
Dassy Ghetto. Dassy Ghetto. But we're not here to talk about...
No.
CL Party, thanks for the retweet. We are not here to talk about Japan. Well, maybe a little bit of Japan. Because they mentioned Japan during the show, kind of.
Yes.
We're here to talk about CWF Mid-Atlantic. The CWF After Show. Madness in any direction has started. As my microphone decides to shit on me. Come on now. Come on, microphone. Goddamn microphone. Get on. Anyway. Jeff Edwards.
Yes, Joe White.
I'm sorry I'm late.
You're forgiven, White.
Good. 10 minutes ain't bad. We kicked things off this week with a match that was awesome live. Like even better on YouTube. A lot of matches here came across better on YouTube than they did live. To me, I think this was one of them. It was awesome live, but it was Cecil Scott, commentator, color commentator for CWF Mid-Atlantic, going up against the Rising Generation League champion. You know him. I started to say, you know him and his mama. But Mr. Kane Justice, who apparently a lot of these people are listening to the show. Actually listening to this show, and we appreciate you, every last one of you. What are your general thoughts on this match here before I get into my rants and raves here?
I was a bit disappointed, White.
Really?
Yes. I expected more of the bell rings and Cecil Scott, maybe just grabs him and starts pummeling the shit out of him. Maybe like a nice Luthez press because of what has been going on. I was surprised it was the first match on the show. They've been hyping this really well.
They have been. Even did a video package for this by John Filipavage.
Yes, that was really good.
It was
kudos
so
to John
good.
Filipavage.
Even showing a lot of old footage, but go on.
But there were some nice spots. I wrote down Cecil's Brain Buster was nice. I like a nice brain buster. I don't know. I thought they had like a weird flow together. You correct me if you think I'm wrong, but it was a bit. I expected more. I don't know. I expected more anger in it, considering what the story was.
I'll be honest here. I agree with you. I really agree with you, and that's one of the things that even live, I expected. Even though Cecil's the total babyface in this match, he's the one that's been done wrong. He should fire up.
Yes.
He's the grizzled veteran.
Mm-hmm.
And he's been done wrong, I mean, we hear about in this business so much that you got to respect your fucking elders. You got to shake those hands in the locker room. You got to respect the traditions. And that's everything that I think Cecil Scott represents. That's how he comes across on commentary. Mm-hmm. And that's even how the video package betrayed him. He's the grizzled veteran. He should be wanting to, I put you over for many weeks, and now, you betray me. You need to, go to the woodshed and take your medicine.
Right.
That's very much how the whole feud came across, and that's not what we got here at all.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Aside from those couple of spots. But continue.
And on the flip side, I expected more from, Kane being the 12-year-old boy, or I mean the 21-year-old boy. He's built like a 12-year-old. Anyway, I
Oh
expect
shit!
I expect shout out AC. I expected Kane to be more cocky, arrogant young prick. I expected him to be, almost teasing the old vet. You know what I mean? I thought it could have been, I don't know, just paced out a little differently, I think.
I thought the pacing here was. I thought the slap to the face by Justice at the beginning was cool.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we needed here. But like you said, after that slap to the face, Cecil should have been all over his ass, man.
Yeah, that's what I was expecting. Yeah.
I just got off work right before watching this, guys, and I use my voice all day long for 8 hours straight. So if I burp, if I sound like a 12-year-old, if my voice goes out, I am so sorry for this, guys. But
White, you have the voice of an angel, White. Don't
Okay.
let anybody tell you differently.
Which angel have you been watching? The angel on the cover of Van Halen's 1984 album, maybe, with the cigarette in his hand. That's a good.
Yeah.
That's a reference right there for you, folks.
I like it.
The band. It was 1984, right? That was the name
It
of the
was,
album.
yes.
Yeah. See.
I can picture it. The little baby there.
The
yeah.
little baby angel. It's sitting there with the wings and the cigarette, and it just said red letters, 1984. Best Van Halen album ever, in my opinion.
Shout out Firehawk.
Hell yeah! Shout out to Firehawk. There you go. Best album ever from Van Halen. I love that album from start to finish. You had shit like Jump, Top Jimmy.
Was Panama on that one?
Panama was on that one.
Was
Hot for the Teacher was on that album.
Hot for Teacher,
Oh,
yes.
dude, that drum solo at the beginning. Anyway, Brad Attitude. I know Brad Attitude is a Motley Crue fan, but how could you not like Van Halen? Music talk. But anyway, continue.
Anyway. CWF Mid-Atlantic.
CWF Mid-Atlantic. Sorry. I'm just trying to tweet out here the link here, and plus telling people that we are live as well. I have here big chop from Cecil here in this match. They brought a little bit on the outside. Shout out to Randy, the timekeeper, and bell ringer, wearing a Flash T-shirt here. Sorry, I'm a comic book geek. I have to give a shout out.
It's all good. Should I watch that TV show, by the way?
Yes.
Okay.
And Arrow.
I have them both sit. Oh, there's so many.
They're sitting there with
so much shit
Daredevil
on
and
that
Jessica
damn Netflix.
Jones. Yes, there is. And what kills me is they added the newer seasons right after the seasons ended this year. They didn't make you wait at all. Supergirl is good too. But anyway. Mitch Connor was on commentary. Handsome Mitch Connor. I could not hear him at all.
Yeah, I noticed that.
I mean,
it almost sounded like a 1650 production, to be honest.
What you trying to say?
Nothing. I'm making an observation from Monday night. That's
Monday
all.
night, yeah. Oh, sorry about that, by the way.
You Mitch Connored me.
I did Mitch Connor you, except for they couldn't hear you at all.
No.
I did one step below this. Is that
I probably sounded better than I
so
usually do.
There you go, handsome Mitch. If you're listening to this, officially now, whenever we have a goof up on this network, it's going to be pulling a Mitch Connor.
Now, of course, we know that's not Mitch's fault.
That's not Mitch's fault. I mean,
it was just his audio was a little
his
lower.
audio, so we got to say it's a Mitch Connor from now on. Hashtag Mitch Connor. Anyway.
Love it.
Good. They called a Hashimoto DDT from Cecil
nice.
there. And Cecil is Stutz even has said this on Twitter. Cecil Scott is his Japan, Parasu home go-to guy.
Okay.
Wealth of knowledge that man has.
I like how you gave up on that word, by the way.
What?
Parasu.
I don't even know how to. Is it Parasu?
I'm not just. You just say it how you say it, White. It's entertaining.
That tells me that you don't know have any idea how to fucking say it, nor do you want to take a shot in saying it, because you don't want to embarrass yourself more than I just did.
Turn my volume down, and I'll try it a couple times.
Turn your volume down. Anyway.
Anyway, all right. Let's get back on track.
They told a little bit of a backstory on Kane Justice here, and I kind of like that because I think Kane Justice's character is he's fucking Kane Justice, but they gave a lot of backstory here to Kane Justice, and I liked it. and I like where they're going with the Kane Justice character. They gave a little bit of backstory saying he was training to be a pro wrestler here at the dojo, but then he also thought that he could, expand his horizon and expand his work by going to a local judo dojo, the Bushido dojo, and training in judo, with that MMA background kind of,
Came up through all the belts, the whole belt system they mentioned, yep.
Yeah, and I thought that added a ton of depth to his character, man.
Right. Mm-hmm.
I put here you could hear the referee better than you can hear Mitch Connor in this match. The neck breaker on the apron was good. They gave Connor or Scott gave Justice the ray gun in the corner. Shout out to Ray Kandrak, the retired assassin Ray Kandrak. Brainbuster again. Cecil with a good cradle. Crossface armbar was good into the twist. And the twist ending is probably fuck Del Rio's armbar. That twist ending, man, is devastating.
Yeah, that's nice.
So after the match, he goes up. Kane gets the win. And after the match, which Kane needed to get the win here.
Of course, yep. It had to go that way.
I will say that watching Mitch Connor wrestle, very much, and for anybody who's listening, do not take this the wrong way, because it's an honor when this man actually got into the ring on Monday Night Raw, was Jerry Lawler.
You talking about Cecil?
Yeah, it very much Cecil.
Okay, you said Mitch.
Oh, sorry, Cecil. Cecil wrestling in this match very much reminded me of that one time a year or every other year when Jerry Lawler would wrestle a match on Raw.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like the coolest freaking thing ever, because he'd pull the strap down, he'd do the fist drop, he couldn't do the pile driver because it's banned, and it's banned in CWF too. But Cecil, very much being that grizzled veteran who's now an announcer, did kind of remind me of a Jerry Lawler in this match. As it was kind of like along the same vein.
Yeah, definitely.
After the match, Kane Justice goes up to Mitch Connor, gloating to Brad Stutz, and he slaps Handsome Mitch. Mitch gets up, they do a bit of a standoff, and as you could tell by looking at Mitch's shirt and looking at Brad Stutz's shirt, they are already drenched in sweat. And that's because it was hotter than Hades in the Sportatorium this night. I was there.
Okay.
I was wearing my Darth Vader heel shirt and sweatpants to this damn event, and it was cooking in that place. Even though they had air conditioners running, it was cooking in that place. Anything else on this match before we move on?
One thing about the slap, I don't know if it was because Mitch was overheated or if Kane did not tell him he was going to do that, but when he smacked him, Handsome Mitch looked irate when he got up. Did you notice the look on his face?
I think it was just how good Handsome Mitch is. Okay,
well, kudos to him, because he looked like that was believable.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
he looked like he was ready to rip his head off.
He got the crazy eyes, man.
Oh, yeah. Good job there.
Then we have to mention it every time she's on, CL Party.
CL Party.
That's right. It's always a party when CL is on YouTube.
There you go.
Interviewing Donnie Dollars and a newcomer, Kevin Koo.
Yes.
Dollars talks about how, this is, Dollars' main thing here the last couple of months, anytime we see him, is, they're mistreating me. They're putting me with this guy. They're putting me with that guy. So he talks about how he's got to get put with a newcomer, and he says, if you stay with me out there, everything will go good. And, that's pretty much the gist of the promo. Kevin Koo had a bit of a comeback here, pretty much saying, it's the other way around, whatever. But CL Party here looking great, as always.
As always.
Donnie Dollars, hell of a promo here. I like Donnie Dollars' look. I like Donnie Dollars' attitude. Former TV champion, former tag champion here in Donnie Dollars. What did you think of this promo?
I was interested to see Koo. I thought he had a cool look to him. After the promo, you kind of knew where it was going. They basically told you,
Oh, yeah.
You listen to me out there. And he leaves, and Koo says, well, I'll be doing my thing. So you knew where it was going.
Mm-hmm. I was thinking maybe it wouldn't go that route. And we'll get to it when we get into the match, but we'll save it for when we get to the match, because I have a lot to say about that match, actually.
But I thought the promos were decent.
Oh, yeah. Good promos by both here.
Yep.
Brad Stutz brings out Nick Richards.
Mm-hmm.
Crowd is very much behind Nick here, and talks about how they bring up the old Fatback faction, which Brad Stutz was like the manager of. And Nick Richards was a part of that faction. And they talk about how I managed you and, how are you feeling about the match? You don't like to prepare. You like to just go in there and wing it. And Trevor Lee's a master of preparation. Richards cuts a promo and says, you know what? I got to believe that for just one night I'm better than Trevor Lee. And I got to believe that, yes, Trevor Lee's going to go on after this match to be the man. He's always going to be the man, but he's going to be the man without the Mid-Atlantic Heavyweight title. I love that line. I love that line there. And then Brad Attitude comes out. I thought the promo before Attitude came out was very, very solid by Richards. But then Brad Attitude comes out through the crowd, talks about how, I don't know what kind of cardboard box you've been living in. Richards goes, how about you take the $2 suit off, put some gear on, and we'll see how it is. And, Stutz wants to know if Attitude agrees, and Attitude's like, aha, my plan worked. Of course I agreed. This is going to be my, this is going to be my shot at I get another shot at the title. And as they leave, Richards looks in there and goes, see you later, Chattitude. And that was pretty much it for this segment. Pretty good segment. It was really good live because that crowd hates Brad Attitude now when they used to love him. I mean, if it was you go back about 2 years ago, couldn't get enough of this guy. But what were your thoughts here on this segment?
I thought Richards was okay. I mentioned doing this show, I kind of been popping out my top guys. Brad Attitude, obviously. I don't know if it's the NXT, experience that he had or whatever. But when he comes out, there's a comfortable air about him that he's just in his element. He's a natural. I'm digging him.
Yeah, I mean, that FCW, that time he spent down in FCW.
Yeah, I should say FCW.
I don't know why they haven't given this guy a second look. I say that every time I see him.
It's true.
But I mean, hey, he was
like I don't want to say he doesn't belong there. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. He belongs in NXT somewhere. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like he's very, very good.
He belongs at least. I mean, he's had a couple shots for Evolve. When Evolve was in its infancy, he at least belongs in Evolve, man.
I'll give you that. Yeah, I'll give you that. But the one big thing I wanted to say about this segment. Show threading, White. I don't know if it played out like this live, if this was the spot that the interview segment was in, and then obviously they main evented. Or is that our boy there compiling this footage and making a TV show out of it?
That's how it happened before the crowd. They had this interview, and it was like, later tonight, blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
I mean, this happened very early in the tapings, so.
Okay. That's how you thread a show. That's how you do a main event, White. That's how you do it. That's how you make Nick Richards look good, being the babyface that he is, giving Brad a shot anyway, putting his title on the line, or his title shot on the line into the main event.
I mean, you're absolutely right. You don't come out there for 20 minutes and set something up at the end of the show. No, you give them something to watch first. Kick it off with a match, like they did with Scott and Justice. Then you do the little promo.
Right. Well, not even that, Joe. I mean, the way Raw's been going, they do their little promo to kick it off, and then they have the match right away.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or an unrelated match. What's going on here?
They'll have the match, and then they'll either turn it into a tag match, or they'll save it for a tag match down the road.
Right.
We'll talk about Raw at the end of this show. I have a lot to say. We're not going to dissect Raw, but I have a lot to say about the rating.
Okay. Yeah, we can do some of that. But yeah, this was well done by CWF well done. Yet again.
Then we had the right in the middle of this match. I do want to mention one thing, and okay. I know that you probably could give two craps about it. I'll be honest with you, I'm not going to order it on pay-per-view because I'm not going to spend $80 to watch this shit. It was announced on Twitter today, and this is completely un-CWF related, but I happened to write this down because I had my Twitter feed up on one screen and CWF the other, and I couldn't help but notice this on Twitter. It was announced today that August 26th. The date is set. It's officially happening. Conor McGregor is going to take on Floyd Money Mayweather in a goddamn boxing match. It's going to happen. It's official. Me personally, I hope Mayweather goes in there and hands him his ass. That's all I could say.
Oh, we can get into that after this,
We'll
too.
get into that, too. But we had the Carnies up next.
My first time seeing the Carnies, by the way.
Yeah. I was sitting there thinking, this is going to be Jeff's first time seeing these guys.
Mm-hmm.
They're back in CWF. They had a promo before the match, right before in front of the curtain. Kerry Awful, Nick Iggy. Of course, Kerry Awful under the mask kind of carried the promo. Very good promo by these two. Not really not much to say about it, but I mean, it was a damn good promo.
Agreed.
And then we had the Carnies going up against Donnie Dollars and Kevin Koo. But here, the crowd loved the Carnies tonight, which is kind of crazy because they kind of been booked as heels up until this point in CWF and their other appearances. I mean, Donnie Dollars looked awesome in this match again. Chops between the chop exchange between Iggy and
I have
Koo.
that written down.
Oh,
That was great.
that was cool. And then I put here, Koo shows promise. I like Kevin Koo in this match.
Mm-hmm.
I remember sitting there, honestly, watching it live. Didn't get a lot out of it. This is another match that looked better on YouTube than it did live.
Okay.
Because the crowd really didn't know how to treat these two teams.
Mm-hmm.
They liked him some Donnie Dollars most of the time, even though he plays a heel, but Donnie is who they know. The Carnies, they're still getting that live crowd. Those regulars are still getting to know them.
Okay.
And then, like I said, the last few times I've seen them, they've been heels. Here they're kind of playing as baby faces. Didn't really get it. I put here, they during the next chop exchange between Nick Iggy and Nick Iggy and Donnie Dollars, I believe it was Nick Iggy and Donnie Dollars, they go to chop Donnie Dollars, and Donnie Dollars doesn't flinch. And that's how you sell a fucking giant, folks.
Oh, yeah.
That's
definitely.
how you sell a big man. Kudos to Donnie Dollars. And then I put here the rolling calf kick by Donnie Dollars shows you that he's a big man and he knows how to use those freaking legs.
Mm-hmm.
Good pump handle slam by Donnie Dollars. Awful spits in the face and gets kicked in for his efforts. Again, using the legs. I think Donnie Dollars may be my almost one of my favorite, if not my favorite, big man in the business as far as tall goes.
Okay.
He just knows how to carry himself. He knows how to be a goddamn... I mean, he's not a giant. He's not Big Show tall.
He knows how to wrestle big.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, when I look at him and I'm sitting there going, maybe this is how Kevin Nash should have worked all those years. Because he's about as tall as Kevin Nash, you know?
Well, what's your knock on Nash? I would say he wrestled big.
The shit about not flinching and, you know, it just... You didn't see Nash throwing rolling calf kicks like this, using his legs to his advantage. The most Nash did is throw a couple knees in a corner or tear his quad.
Right, but that's wrestling big, too.
Yeah.
You have to give it to. I mean, Nash was among some big guys, where Donnie Dollars is kind of the big dog, you know, especially in this match.
Oh, we got a big dog thing at the end of the night. Anyway.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did. I forgot about that till I just said it.
Yeah, I mean, you got Donnie in there with Nick Iggy, Kerry Awful, and Kevin Koo. So
Kevin Akula.
Pumping again, you know, Iggy's pump kick looked awesome. I liked the crab. The finish was a Kerry Awful had a Koo and a Boston Crab.
Nick By the way, he actually sat down on it.
Yes. It
was done perfectly.
It should be ass to ass, motherfuckers. That's how it's supposed to be done. I mean, if you're gonna put it that way, it should be.
Yeah, if you're gonna use the move, put it on right.
I mean, and I hate seeing a fucking lion tamer where that knee's not going into the spine.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
So beautiful Boston Crab by Kerry Awful. Nick Iggy teams up, hits a double team, hits a rolling knee drop on the back of Kevin Koo's neck. And Kevin Koo instantly taps out right after the knee drop. This is an instance where I would have liked to see the knee drop knock the motherfucker out.
Mm-hmm.
Give him a knee drop, and then he's not able to respond. This is one of those situations where, oh my God, he's not able to respond. This may be a situation, and as much as I'm going backwards here, back on my one rule that I preached on the other week, maybe this is a situation where you don't say check the arm once, check the arm twice. Maybe it sells that knee drop more if it knocks him straight out and bam, we have the match over.
Right.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
But
I don't disagree.
But Kevin Koo was sitting there laying there tapping out. So, and then him and Donnie Dollars try to get into it after he tries the big boot. Kevin Koo tries a kick. Honestly, I didn't want to see that because I liked the team of Kevin Koo and Donnie Dollars. I liked it. I'm sitting there halfway through the match going, they just had that promo, and I know where it's going because I watched the match live, but as I'm watching it on YouTube compared to when I watch it live, I'm sitting there going, these two aren't bad as a fucking team.
Yeah.
They even did a couple double team spots here.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there going, psychology-wise and continuity-wise, a team just thrown together, planning out double team spots really doesn't make sense. Because they're not been together long. They don't know double team moves, you know?
That's true. That's a good point because in the back, obviously, they did not know each other.
Yeah.
So
they're teaming for the very first time, so how would they have enough chemistry together to do double team moves like the Rockers, you know?
Right, exactly.
But when I saw it, I'm like, okay, these two got a rhythm going. They really, in the middle of this match, got a good rhythm going as a team, and I liked it.
Yeah, they're not bad.
Edwards, your thoughts on this match?
The only other thing I have that you didn't mention was Kerry Awful hit Koo with I want to say a Rainmaker type clothesline.
Right.
And it was devastating.
Yes.
Looked like he took his head off.
Yes.
But other than that, the Carnies are packaged together.
Mm-hmm.
They're believable. I love the jacket, the ringmaster type jacket Nick Iggy wears. Other than that, I'm interested to see more Kevin Koo. I'm gonna assume that him and Donnie Dollars will be working a program.
I'm assuming Grant's listening to this and being the stat mark as he is. Grant, if you're listening, can you tell us if they've ever wrestled for the Wrestle Circus promotion in Texas? Because if they haven't, those two are perfect for Wrestle Circus. Those two are even perfect for, dare say, Shikara. With that comic book style.
Yeah.
Shikara coming to the Mid-Atlantic Sportatorium in July, I believe. But anyway. Anything else here on Donnie Dollars?
That's it.
No? Okay. We got an All-Stars promo from the back of the Chapel Hill shows.
My boys.
Yes. I put here, I know it was shot the same day, but Royal still looks like Grady from Sanford and Son.
I hope he kind of just lets it go.
He's gonna let it go now that
I hope he does.
He is. He's gonna do it probably. If Royal's listening to this, which I doubt he is, but he's probably gonna have it grow bushier and even more gray just to piss me off now.
I kind of like it.
Because can you imagine, like, I'm the best, I'm the greatest, and he's got this fucking Grizzly Adams beard?
Be great.
They talk about how at Absolute Justice they're gonna be facing Showtime. A couple things here about Absolute Justice. That match is set. It's gonna be Coach Gemini is banned from ringside. He's serving a 1-game suspension.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Oh, yes, it is. I don't have to sit there and hear that fucking whistle for at least one goddamn match, but I have a feeling we'll see it by the end of the night. He's serving a 1-game suspension. So Roy Wilkins and Eric Royal, the All-Stars, are going to be facing Dirty Daddy and Snooty Fox. Grant Sawyer in the chat. Honestly, not that I'm aware of, but yes, they are perfect for Wrestle Circus. I've never seen a Wrestle Circus show, but based off the fact that it's called Wrestle Circus and some of the material that I've seen, like promotional material.
Yeah, their logo is
says
the Carnies.
So the match is set for Absolute Justice. Eric Royal and the All-Stars versus Eric Royal and Roy Wilkins of the All-Stars versus Dirty Daddy Snooty Fox of Showtime.
That's going to be a good match.
They call it a grudge match here. Not sure. I mean, that stands. Yeah, they say they're going to get their money back. How are they going to get their money back? I mean, I'm guessing we're going to take every fucking dollar out on your ass. That's what I would have liked to see from the heels.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Yeah, you tossed our money in the crowd. We know we can't really physically get that money back, but we're going to get every single cent out of our victory when our victory comes at Absolute Justice. You know, something to that effect would have been nice.
Mm-hmm.
I put here in my notes here, reminded me of a 2005 Ring of Honor promo. Go back to 2005. Watch some of those promos that they shot backstage and everything.
Yeah.
It'll remind you of this. I liked it. Your thoughts?
Again, more like I've been asking for, more backstage stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Getting to know some people. That's going to be a great match, and I'm glad that they set it up that way because now it's something else to look forward to. They're telling you it's happening.
Telling a story.
Yep. It's good stuff, and we already know how I praise Snooty and Roy. So if you're adding Eric Royal and Dirty Daddy to it, I mean, come on, it's going to be fine.
Still not sold on Snooty Fox. Anyway.
I know you're not, but we'll get there.
He'll get there. To me, Snooty Fox needs to be Rising Generation League champion before, but I mean, then again, you can't really put an RGL title on a guy that big. It just doesn't. I don't think it would make much sense putting it on a guy that big. But
well, if it's going by experience, then I'd be fine with it.
Yeah, but it just doesn't look believable on a guy that big and that old.
Why not?
Because he's too old.
Yeah, but it's all about experience. It's not about age.
Why didn't Yoda want Anakin trained? Too old he is. Anyway.
All right, I'm going to leave it there. You win that one.
Yes, I win. Eric Andrews is out next.
Oh, when you hear the 9 Inch Nails, White.
Oh, man, it was beautiful.
You can only mean one thing, which is hashtag hair flips.
Hashtag. We didn't get enough time for hair flips tonight.
No, there actually weren't. There were one or two.
He didn't
but
have
yeah,
time.
it was quick.
He didn't have time and didn't do much.
I'm gonna let you take this first because this one, I have something to bring up here.
Uh-oh.
I think it was a major missed opportunity by CWF, but you go ahead and.
Well, the match was supposed to be Joshua Cutshaw. Joshua Cutshaw at the last event earned a TV title shot. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Joshua Cutshaw's injured. That match is not happening, but they did remind you that it will be happening down the road. So it's Mitch Connor, who is doing commentary, is drawn.
Yeah.
This kind of surprised me. This really kind of surprised me because I'm sitting there going, do they not have anyone in the back to take Connor's place? Why does it have to be Connor? I mean, he's not even in his gear. I like Connor's theme music. Connor looks better in the dress shirt and the dress pants than he does in his actual ring gear. And then Connor is getting ready to come in the ring, and then, bam, Kane Justice comes out and attacks him again. On the same show. I mean, I liked it. Thought it made sense. And Andrews makes short work of Mitch Connor. I do have something to say here, but I'm going to let you go on your rant first because I have something that's kind of maybe tweak your melon a little bit here.
Okay. All right. Well, first off, I didn't mind how it was set up. I thought the setup was really good. Mitch Connor is obviously just on commentary because Cecil was in the first match.
Mm-hmm.
So he's backing up, he's the backup commentator, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So after that match, Kane slaps him. Obviously makes sense. Mitch Connor comes out. Kane attacks him. Makes sense. You're building Kane as this son of a bitch, right?
Mm-hmm.
He just won't stop. The second Eric Andrews said, you better put down my TV title. You better put that TV title down. Kane took it up the other way and then hit Mitch Connor with it. At that point, White, if Andrews would have hopped out of the ring and started wailing on Kane, what would that place have done?
Yeah.
Dude, I thought as soon as he said it, I thought, holy shit, he's going to go out there and put him in the ground.
The only problem with that is it turns Andrews babyface, and you don't want to do that.
I think it might have been a missed opportunity.
It would have been so interesting for a future storyline.
Yes.
So
yes, and I think
awesome.
Those two guys would work together pretty well.
I love that idea. I like that idea.
But instead, he threw the title back at him, and he said, "You're welcome," or something like that, and walked off. And I thought, oh, that was a missed opportunity.
You're very right. You're very much right here. I like that idea. There's a lot of complications behind that idea as to why it didn't happen, and I can very much see why it didn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe that line of, hey, you better put that title down wasn't supposed to happen, and it's just an afterthought in CWF's minds. And I can see where they would have missed it. I really could have. So I can't blame them for any of it, but it did come through on the audio. The audience heard it.
Yes.
I didn't even hear it live because the crowd was so freaking loud and booing Kane.
Mm-hmm.
But now when I hear it back on the actual YouTube show, which is why we do this, which is why I still watch the YouTube show even though I go to the event live. It makes sense on so many levels, but then again, as far as structure and continuity-wise and continuity of titles, because he's the Rising Generation League champion, and where I think they're going with Kane Justice, it very much is a double-edged sword, equally. Where they're going with Kane Justice is, you notice now that Kane Justice has gone from Rising Generation League champion.
Mm-hmm.
He's mowed through everybody in that division. Now he's starting to pick on veterans. We got the Legend Killer thing going right now with Kane Justice. And I like it. He's getting ready.
But I get it, but I would have loved to see Andrew say, you want to get out of your RGL division? Try me. Try this title right here.
Honestly, I'm not opposed to an Eric Andrews babyface turn. Now that you brung it up and now that I'm thinking about it, not opposed to it at all.
I would have loved to see that. That would have been so cool.
Maybe they could go that route in the future. You just maybe have given, hey, CWF, Stutzy, if you're listening, Grant's listening.
There you go.
Hell, book it.
Book it, Grant.
Maybe. Well, pass the idea along, Grant. Take Stutz to Biscuitville, buy him breakfast, and go, look, you get a free meal in front of you. Now hear my idea out.
There you go.
These crazy guys on the internet want to see this. And honestly, what would it hurt for that to happen? At Absolute Justice, you can't get it at Absolute Justice because the grudge match is set. At Absolute Justice, you're going to get Kane Justice versus Handsome Mitch Connor. As much as I like the Legend Killer route, again, it's a double-edged sword for me. It's been done and seen so many times in so many other places. Mm-hmm. And
it does help a young guy though.
And where do you go with Kane after that? What big legend is going to come in and go, or big, the only other thing that happens is that in the end the legends get even more buried when the young guy on the roster like Smith Garrett, which is who I could totally see going this route. I don't know if you've seen too much of Smith Garrett, but
no.
To be fair, Eric Andrews and Kane Justice could easily cross paths without anyone turning. Yeah, they could. They could. Which one's going to be the bigger asshole, That's
true. But to be fair, though, he took his title. And Andrews obviously didn't like it. I would have thought,
makes the title seem more important in the process, too.
Hell yeah. Yeah. Now, I wasn't in the building, obviously, White. But if, just watching it on YouTube, if he would have did that, I would have popped. I think I would have popped.
And you could still boo those guys. You could still boo both of them.
Now, if he would have done that,
he could be out there hammering away on Mitch Connor, and then all of a sudden, from the back, bam, you get that forearm to the back by Andrews. Put down my damn title. Nobody touches that but me. It's mine. Mm-hmm. Who do you think you are? You're not big enough yet.
Would that have fallen on deaf ears in the Sportatorium?
No, because I think once that happens, the crowd would have been like, oh.
Okay.
I could totally see that crowd getting that kind of freaking reaction when those two start brawling. And then maybe those two start brawling, and Mitch Connor comes back in, and bam, right on the back of Kane Justice. Those two both look at each other. They super kick the fuck out of maybe out of freaking Mitch to get him off their backs, and then they're back at it brawling again.
I like it. That would have been cool.
And then maybe at Absolute Justice, you get that match. Mitch and Justice. Earlier in the night, Eric has his match for the TV title, and then in the middle of that Mitch Connor Justice match, Eric Andrews interferes. And maybe he super kicks or does something to both guys. You get a double count out.
Well, like you said, maybe it was accidental, and then we just saw something that wasn't even there. By Andrews saying, put my title down. But
Grant's even saying in the chat room, love the subtleties with the title belt as well. So it could have been totally improvising there.
Yeah.
Why didn't you hit him over the head with your own title? Why you got to pick up my damn gold? Mm-hmm. Thousands of ways they could do with it. We're armchair booking. But
Right.
like
Well, that's what we do. We like the armchair book. But let's say this. They're probably not even halfway through Kane's story here. Like and maybe they don't even know what the end point is.
I'm sure they probably don't. Well, they
But
may.
somebody's gonna
probably
get
do.
Kane. So,
It's just a matter of who it is.
Right, exactly. Who and how.
We talk about Trevor Lee having all these outside title shots coming in.
Mm.
Maybe it's time for Mitch to have a couple too.
No, maybe.
Although Mitch has worked with people like people such as Dominic Guarini and everybody like that, but
Mhm.
the only other thing I had about this match was the two guys who were picking up Mitch Connor and scooping him up off the floor.
Yeah.
Who did these two remind you of?
I don't know.
Think about what we talked about Monday.
Who, your boys?
They looked like the fucking Young Buck wannabes, didn't they? They had They had CWA, Carolina Wrestling Association, I believe it is, shirts on. But I'm sitting there going, oh my God, Jeff is going to see these two and go, why are they signing the Young Bucks in CWF?
I didn't notice it at the time, but
You
now
gotta
that
go
you
back
say
and watch
it, yeah.
it. I'm sitting there going, are these two going to be like Young Buck wannabes for CWF? I mean, maybe they're just guys there to help out or whatever, or maybe they're dojo guys. Grant would probably definitely be able to tell us, but
Right.
even up close, I'm just sitting there going, who are the fuck do these guys think they are? I can't stand the Young Bucks, but these two certainly look alike, and they're not even brothers.
If they are dojo people, I have a tag team name for them.
Oh, Lord. The Young Fucks?
The Younger Bucks.
The Younger Bucks.
Then they can feud with the Young Bucks.
That's so bad.
It'd be great if they copied the Young Bucks.
Directly.
Yeah.
To
The Younger Bucks are better.
The Younger Bucks. We're younger. We're better. You guys are old. Can't call yourselves young anymore. No, better yet, they call themselves Generation Me.
Oh, there you go.
Just trainees from the coast that came to help out. Well, I want to see these two in a Young Bucks like thing. Or you get them in a promo with Movie Mike. And go, you two are playing the jobbers. Dress them up just like the fucking Young Bucks.
Oh.
And Movie Mike is like, shoot a movie scene with Movie Mike where he just mows right over him. I would become Movie Mike's biggest fan.
Oh, that would be funny. Speaking of, we'll get there.
Too sweet me, Nick. Pow. Anyway. And then you have the concierge go, wait, we need to do that again. Take 34.
Yeah. Their faces are all busted up.
Did they get the Young Bucks promo in next? Because I didn't even write it down.
I didn't write it down, but I think it was somewhere in here.
They get the Young Bucks. I fast forwarded it.
I rewound it 5 times.
I'm a Younger Bucks fan. Okay, how about that? Too sweet me, Younger Bucks. Anyway. Or maybe they should just call themselves the Spring Chickens or some shit like that. I don't know. We then got my boy.
Yes.
I want you to talk about this promo first because I got a lot to say here. We got Ethan Alexander Sharp in the back talking about his upcoming match with Sis. What are your thoughts on this one?
Well, I love the T-shirt. T-shirt was phenomenal. What did it say?
I think it said like Women's World Wrestling Champion or something of that effect.
Fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Again, it's hyping up the Sis match. He said so much shit, I couldn't even keep up with him.
Neither could I.
But the one thing that I kind of marked out for was when he said Violent J, Guy Fieri, same thing.
Because it references that meme on the internet that goes, have you noticed, it's a picture of Violent J and Guy Fieri and go, have you noticed you've never seen these two people in the same place at the same time? Because they look just alike.
It's so funny. And that was the last thing I expected him to say.
And, well, no, not only that, we got the Shaggy 2 Dope reference right after.
Mm-hmm.
Who knew that Alexander Sharp was a juggalo?
There you go.
Whoop whoop. Anyway.
Yep. Yeah, it was a great promo. That guy's great on the mic.
Mm-hmm.
He's a good character.
Anything else about this promo here?
Nope, go ahead.
No? Okay. I heard you taking a sip of coffee. I just didn't know if you had anything else.
Sorry, my bad.
Anyway.
It's dribbling down the old T-shirt.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I put here.
All while Lid needs to be
If you
fixed.
go back and watch Andy Kaufman's old matches that he used to do with the intergender with the women, he's dressed just like Andy Kaufman. The long underwear, the black shorts, the black elbow pads.
Yep.
Go watch, and I'm going to say it here, folks. Go watch Man on the Moon with Jim Carrey, and you'll see what I mean. He looks like Andy Kaufman.
Yeah, that was really good.
You talk about method acting and a guy really getting into the role. Going to break away here for a second. On the set of that movie, Jim Carrey was not Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey was Andy Kaufman. Mm-hmm. When he was Tony Clifton, he was an asshole to the director and everybody else on that set.
Yep.
Beautiful movie.
Great movie. Is it time?
We got the manservant. He called him a manservant. I was like, oh, it's so good. And he said, you want to talk about, say, Sis, and I love Sis. Oh, man, Sis is so awesome. Hottest chick under a mask ever, I'll say that. I don't know. I mean, I may know what her face looks like. I may not, but I love me some Sis. He goes, we talk about madness in any direction. I'm going to get me some thickness in any direction. So good. Sharpie.
Great stuff.
I love Sharpie. And then we got, you go on. I know you want to take first. We got the promo next. Go ahead.
All right. Mr. 30K himself. Now listen. Timmy Danger is a match made in heaven with this guy.
Yes.
They're calling themselves the Co-Stars. I don't know if you caught that. Mm-hmm. Dude, this is gold. This is gold, the three of these guys together. CL Party did a phenomenal job. Mike's talking, and she's looking at him like, what the hell are you saying?
Yes, her facial expressions, man.
By the way, this is going to be best drama. I agree.
Mm-hmm. They're even going to get a Grammy.
He's going to get the Grammy. He's going to write a song for it.
I love how they talked about Snooty Fox is playing, and this is a direct dig at WWE in my opinion. Snooty Fox is playing Flo Rida.
I can't tell you how much I love this segment. These guys are awesome.
Oh, shit. We got to run in. AC, White secretly has Young Buck's tights hanging next to his Bullet Club shirt. Where the fuck have you been, AC? That's what I want to know. Speaking of cardboard boxes, where did...
Yeah, jeez.
Anyway, go ahead with the promo. Go ahead.
Filmmaker, baby. That's it. This was the highlight for me, obviously, because I'm marking out for this guy.
Oh, man, I'm sitting here watching this going, Jeff told me to skip the Eric Andrews match because it was short and sweet and to the point, and I was like, by the time he messaged me that, I'm like, dude, it's just ended.
Yeah, unbelievable. Well, I was trying to save you a couple minutes so you wouldn't be too late.
Oh, well.
Because the match was kind of like a squash, but it was like, yeah, as soon as I send that, of course, that's my timing. Mm-hmm. But you know who has great timing?
Who?
Movie Mike.
I think the concierge was better in this promo.
Oh, dude, he's getting awesome. With that he's doing the retakes.
I still feel like he has me to thank for that. You're welcome, concierge. But anyway.
Concierge. Oh, it's a great gimmick. I can't wait to see them.
You know what I do for a living as well as take reservations? I'm a concierge too. I can get you tickets deals on the local attractions. Hey, I sold a couple of romance package tonight. Some poor dude's getting a whirlpool and a bottle of champagne for his birthday thanks to this guy right here.
Oh, nice, White.
Yeah, it also gets me more money in my pocket. Hey-oh.
Anyway, the champagne cost $30K.
The fucking champagne room with the whirlpool costs her $250-some per night plus tax. So I put here they did the cut, take one, cut, go. No, co-stars, cut. And checking out Timmy Danger's braids. You're beautiful.
He's got the braids. Yeah, that was a great line.
And then he goes to CL, adjusts her bangs slightly. You're beautiful, baby. And action. I love it.
And dude, it was great because she
Wait till
played
you
it.
see the match. That's all I gotta say. Wait till you see the match.
I can't wait to see it. But it was so great because she played it it's just her. So she's in the middle of this chaos with these three idiots. It was phenomenal.
I want to see more of this. I want to see more of it. I want to see CL Party like cast in their next production or something.
Oh.
I want to see CL in her 80s attire.
That'd be good.
I want to see one promo with these guys where they're sitting there going, "You can't interview us like that. You got to get into costume." Go another match, and there are 2 segments later, and bam, there she is in the 80s attire with these guys cutting a promo like, "What the fuck am I doing here?"
Yeah. Oh my God, it's great.
You may be getting too WWE with that one, but I think it would work.
There's so much they can do, and I think they're hitting a home run every time they're on TV. It's great.
I put here CL reactions. That's all I put here. It's just so good. CL, still the promo for me. CL and the concierge. Timmy Danger, god damn, man.
Yeah.
He's come a long way since GXW. That's all I'm going to say.
They're a match made in heaven.
Yes, those two. Wait till you see the match. The match was really good.
I can't wait.
AC put, it's 11:30. Hollywood needs his coconut cream. Oh, shit. Anyway. Brad Attitude versus Richards with Robbie Walsh. The best referee in the business on commentary.
Yes.
What were your thoughts on this one?
I thought it was a great match. Oh, yeah, I have this written down. I don't know. It was one of the shows we did last week because I know we doubled up and it's all
I have a confession. I fucked up, folks. Imagine that.
So it was it the move, the triangle move?
Yeah.
Okay.
This was the match, and then, that was a live event before. So when you go live events and then you're doing the shit, watching the shit on YouTube, Joe White gets a bit confused here, folks.
Oh, yeah, I could see why. I mean, you're all out of whack with the timing.
Oh, yeah.
Interestingly enough, I thought the match was great. The how he caught him with the cutter to finish, I thought was great. And putting Nick over Brad Attitude, it makes him legit going into the Trevor match. So I thought it was great. But the one thing I wanted to ask you was, since I mentioned it last week about how I like the fact that CWF doesn't bring in big name veterans, they mentioned Michael Elgin is coming in.
Well, Michael Elgin's coming in for Modern Vintage Wrestling, not CWF. The only reason why it's really being shown on their YouTube channel is because it's being shot in the Sportatorium.
Okay, I got it.
And it gives CWF kind of a week of filler. They are also bringing in Tommy Dreamer, which Nick Richards is teaming up with Tommy Dreamer to take on the Dawson brothers.
And is Elgin fighting Trevor that night?
Elgin's fighting Trevor that night. That was the night. That was the match where they're selling tickets at the Madness in Any Direction event, and they were selling them really, really cheap. And I'm sitting there going, that's the Saturday I'm going to damn vacation in Williamsburg. Could I drive from... I was sitting there going, do I want to sacrifice Friday and all day Saturday with my family, go to the wrestling event, and then drive to Williamsburg from the wrestling event? And I was like, I can't do that. I can't do that to my family. So I had to pass on seeing Modern Vintage Wrestling.
Okay. So what did you think of this match?
Walsh was damn good on commentary. You could hear Robbie Walsh a lot better than you could hear. Still not really great, but you could hear him a lot better than Mitch. I wrote a lot down here because as spots were happening. He put Richards through a wall.
Yes.
And for those who don't know, if you go back and watch earlier shows from earlier in the year, when they did the big renovation with putting in the Cronudo Cup, there used to be a window right there that the concession stand was right there. So, during the matches, the workers from the concession stand would kind of peek through that window to see the matches. Well, they totally re-put drywall or plyboard or whatever it was over that window. So that was the area that they kind of put. Or he put Richards a little bit below that where that window used to be, but.
Wait, are you talking the VIP area?
No.
Used to be concessions?
No, right there where the area of the wall that he put Nick's head through.
Oh, okay.
If you go slightly above that little section, there used to be like a little window there, right where the concession, and you could look through it and see the concession stand.
Okay.
So he put him through a wall. They mentioned here, I don't know if you heard it, there's no rematch clause in CWF.
Mm-hmm.
Trevor Lee loses that belt, he's got to start from the very bottom.
I love it.
Love it too. I've always hated the rematch clause deal.
Yep.
He had in a crossface on the outside as well. A fan shouted, "You're lucky he's hurting."
Oh, it was a great spot.
To which Attitude doesn't miss a beat and goes, "He's hurting because I made him that way." Or something to that effect. It's like, are you not fucking watching the match? He's hurting because I just kicked his ass.
Yes. Yeah, and he didn't miss a beat, and that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So damn good.
They mentioned that Attitude's 6'4". Let me ask you.
Yes.
Do you believe he's 6'4"?
No.
Neither do I. That ring gear makes him look short. His ring gear makes him, if you look at him in person, not a knock on Brad Attitude. Brad Attitude, I'll put an Attitude over. Attitude's awesome. And then again, it's like, who the fuck am I to say anything about anybody? Joe White. Stupid Mark.
Stupid Mark.
I've been in...
Big bump, Joe White.
Yeah. But Attitude's ring gear, to me, I like the ring gear. I like the design of the ring gear. It totally fits
I wrestled
Attitude.
tag team champions, Joe White.
I know. I managed tag team champions. Put you in there with Cecil. Who'll give you a damn DDT?
Yeah, Joe White, whatever. Hashtag Melvin Dassey. Go ahead.
Hashtag
Continue.
Melvin Dassey, yes. And his Japanese counterpart, Ghetto Dassey. Anyway. But Attitude's ring gear, I think if he... I don't know. Honestly, the singlet fits him. He looks good in it. But I think that the ring gear, looking at him, and even in person, the ring gear and the leg being exposed with the short Nike wrestling shoes kind of makes him look shorter. I don't know. It's an optical fucking illusion, folks. What more do you want from me?
You're right. You're right, because now that I'm thinking about it, when he did the when he came out and interrupted the interview,
he looks taller in a
he
suit.
looked a lot taller than Nick. But in the ring, not so much.
And you see him in that ring gear, and I guess it's because, with the singlet and then the short wrestling shoes, instead of big, long boots, it doesn't make him look as tall. Just my opinion.
Yeah.
I'm no fashion designer, but, anyway. Gato. Big super kick by Attitude. Walsh takes the chair away. Again, furthering that aspect of carrying all the way over from before Battlecade. Again, Robbie Walsh not letting Brad Attitude, the best referee in the business, not letting Brad Attitude steal another one. I love it. They mentioned the haircut. They mentioned how Brad has a stupid haircut. And Robbie Walsh is like, haircuts with me are a tender subject. I used to have the long hair, and Brad Attitude cut my damn hair. Which led to the Battlecade deal unfolding like it did. Again, with this goddamn promotion. A person in the third row. I could be in that building at Absolute Justice and cut a fart. 6 years later, they're going to be like, whatever happened to that badass Joe White sitting in the third row cutting farts?
Right.
Everything fucking means something in this place. And I love it.
What you want, White.
You're supposed to remember shit.
They don't insult your intelligence.
Damn right they don't. Moonsault into the cutter was really good.
Yep.
Attitude with a chair after the match to Nick Richards puts forward the fact that, yeah, I fucking lost, but I don't want you to take the title because by hook or by crook, Attitude wants the title back. Attitude does not want Richards to get it. Attitude's making sure he doesn't go to Absolute Justice. I think that was the story behind it. After the match, Trevor Lee comes out, chases away Brad Attitude, furthering their feud as well.
I thought this was great, by the way.
It's starting to turn on my boy. Goes to extend his hand out. He's got the Mid-Atlantic title in one hand, in his left hand. He extends his right hand out to a down Nicholas Richards. What am I, his father? Nicholas!
Probably.
Anyway. Damn you, Nicholas Richards! I got Edward snorting.
Scream that at him when he does something wrong at the next show. Damn you, Nicholas Richards.
Damn you, Nicholas! Oh, man. So
Anyway,
Nick
reset. So he
Richards is
extends the
down.
hand.
Nick Richards is down. Lee's got the Mid-Atlantic title in his left hand. Extends the right hand down to Nick Ellis. Anyway. And Nicholas reaches up. I said it again. That was totally by accident. Nick reaches his hand up, and Trevor Lee. I've said this ever since, I think it was last week.
Yep.
And I even yelled out when this happened. He raises the title belt. He takes away his hand, the extending hand. He takes it away and goes, "Nope, I'm the fucking champ. And you're still not ready," is what he says. And
Yep,
I even
you're not ready for this, Nick.
I even yelled out when this went down. I was like, "Come on, Trevor, don't be a dick."
I loved it.
Total dick move by Trevor. Trevor's the heel in this match, I'm telling you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they're going to go full-on heel turn, but in this match, if you ask me, this CWF Mid-Atlantic fan, who has been preaching and singing Trevor Lee's praises for going on 2 years now. The guys here on the network make fun of me for it, no less.
Trevor Lee!
There you go. Well, Trevor Lee is a fucking heel in this match.
I like it, Joe. We talked about this. He's been hearing it, White.
Mm-hmm.
He's been hearing the unofficial official post show, and he hears us talking about who's going to take his title.
Mm-hmm.
And it's pissing him off.
That's right. The media.
The media,
has
yes.
been talking about it. There's your next.
He calls us fake news every time he's at a press conference.
That's right. There's your fucking promo, guys. I don't care being the heel in Trevor Lee's world. Use us. Hell, you got permission. Right. You got permission to use this audio. Trevor Lee, you're a fucking dick to Nick Richards. Okay.
I'm with Trevor on this one.
Oh, come on.
I'm with Trevor on this one.
Come on.
You got Cecil on the air going, "Oh, maybe it won't be one of these guys that's here. Maybe it'll be a new guy to dethrone him." Well, how about this, Cecil? Nobody's going to dethrone him. How about that? That's right, Trev.
I love this show. Now, here's my thing here. We got a couple of things to announce here.
Okay.
At Absolute Justice, Super Card of the Summer. Now, we still got about 2 more weeks of Madness in Any Direction on the air, and we also got the Modern Vintage Wrestling Show on the air. So, spoiler alert, anybody who does not like spoilers, turn this show off now. Thank you for watching. Follow us on Twitter at 1650PWAM. Hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button. Anyway, so the card for Absolute Justice has been released on CWF247.com.
All right.
And it is as follows. Smith Garrett has challenged Xyrus to meet him face-to-face in the Mid-Atlantic Sportatorium to settle their issue once and for all. There's been 1 segment worth of build for this match over the course of a month. Or even 2.
I was going to say, I've seen Cyrus, but I didn't know he was in a program.
Yeah.
With anyone. Okay.
I mean, you've seen Smith. Smith has come out and even called him out. In a grudge match, the Rising Generation League champion is taking on handsome Mitch Connor.
That'll be good.
That will be good. For the Worldwide Television Championship, Eric Andrews versus a challenger drawn at random, quote-unquote, by a fan. I do have it on good authority that John Philip Havage will be in attendance there.
All right.
What you want to bet me that John Philip Havage is the random fan who gets to draw that name? Anyway.
Well, good for him.
The guy who does video
Make
packages,
it a good one, John.
The guy who does video packages for the company is the random fan.
I love it.
Kayfabe. Anyway.
I love it. Yep.
In a grudge match for the or grudge tag team match, Coach Jim and I is banned, serving a 1-game suspension.
1-game suspension for the coach.
That's right. Eric Royal and Roy Wilkins of the All-Stars takes on Showtime, Dirty Daddy, and Snooty Fox. For no disqualification.
Hold up. Are you going to call anything here? Are you going to predict a heel turn? You mentioned Snooty maybe going heel. I said Dirty Daddy maybe.
Honestly, if either one of them turns heel, I'd like it.
Okay.
I don't think we'll get it, though. Just because you need a babyface tag team. I mean, those guys and the Sandwich Squad are the only two babyface tag teams I think in the company.
Yeah, good point. Good point. So who wins, White? Who are you taking here?
Coach being banned makes me think that the All-Stars are going to pull it out because Jerry Carey is still going to be at ringside.
That's true. Yes.
No disqualification. No time limit. We'll be there for an hour at least in that hot-ass building, I have a feeling. No disqualification, no time limit for the Mid-Atlantic Heavyweight Championship. The champion, the reigning, defending, Trevor Lee, puts it on the line against last year's Johnny Weaver Memorial Cup tournament winner, the Lost Cause Nick Richards. Which they haven't called them the Lost Cause in a while, so I guess I need to stop doing that. But
yeah,
I like Lost Cause Nick Richards. I like heel Nick Richards. But the thing is Nick Richards ready to take Trevor Lee off of his spot?
Nope.
As much as I would like to see it happen, as much as Trevor Lee has been playing the heel in this match, I don't think it's going to happen.
I don't think it's going to happen.
I don't think it's going to happen because it's just not, it's not Nick Richards' time. They got the Weaver. I don't think it's not that he's just not the guy.
He's not the guy right now.
Not right now.
Right.
Anthony says, I'll send TK down, the real best around to dethrone Lee. That'd be a good match.
No, TK is going to dethrone Kane.
Kane? Yeah, I could see it happening. Has TK been in the business for more than 3 years, though?
That's an AC question. I want to say yeah.
But
if not, he's right around 3 years.
As much as I'm sitting here going, as much as I think that crowd, I don't think the crowd would. I don't know. I don't think that crowd's ready for Trevor to lose that belt yet.
That crowd loves him, White.
Dude, they freaking, dude.
They really do.
My girlfriend practically creams every time she sees the motherfucker. So who the fuck am I to say, he's going to lose that belt? They love the shit out of that kid.
White, you know what would be something tremendous?
What's that?
Kane Justice. What if in the future, say Battlecade, they have him defeat Trevor Lee?
And hold both titles?
Would they ever do something like that? Because he would be the most hated freaking person in that place, easily.
Honestly? Yeah, I don't think they would ever do it with him holding both titles.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a fucking thing to do. If you really want to get heat with somebody...
Could you imagine?
He would really only have 2 fans in the place, me and his mom.
That'd be something.
That'd be something at Battlecade if they do that at Battlecade. And that leads me to my next thing. Do you honestly see with everything that you've seen as a casual fan who's only been watching this for about 2 months now, do you think Nick Richards is going to take that title off Lee with the way they booked this?
No.
Neither do I.
Nope.
Booking wise, we always talk about when we talk about WWE, we talk about what we want to see happen, and we talk about the way Vince books it.
Yes.
So now we have to talk about kind of what we would like to see happen and how Stutzy's going to book it.
Okay.
Trevor ain't losing that belt if Stutzy's booking the show. I don't see it happening.
I don't see it either.
And mostly because who do you put Nick Richards with after this? Do you have him have a feud with Brad Attitude for the belt? Is Nick Richards a weak champion if they do put the belt on him?
They may be transitioning that way if they want to put it back on Brad.
Yeah. No offense to Nick Richards. I love me some Nick Richards. I like him better as a heel.
I can't see him, especially coming off a Trevor Lee title reign. I can't see him doing something similar, like a long title reign with all these guys that they have. Brad Attitude Royal.
It's not a knock on Nick Richards, man. Nick, if you're listening to this, buddy, we love the hell out of you. I do at least, but I can only speak for myself when I say you're right. It would totally be transition-like at this point in Nick's career.
That's the way I see it as a new casual fan.
Grant Sawyer here
Mm-hmm.
Only person to hold both the RGL and another title at the same time, which was the TV championship. X-Cyrus back in 2003. It's been over 10 years. I honestly, right now, the way Kane Justice is being booked, Kane Justice with this whole Legend Killer thing, I think it's going to put a lull in his fucking storyline. I really do.
I would say he's getting a monster push lately.
He is, but to me, it's the wrong. I wouldn't have him do this Legend Killer shit. I'd have him say, "Bring it on." I'd have him get a fucking microphone and be looking at Stutz going, "You have a person, our TV champion, who doesn't want to fucking fight anybody, so much so that you got to fucking have the fans pick him." I'm looking at you, Stutz, going, "Bring it on. Go to Japan. Go to Australia. Go to the UK, Canada, the North Pole if you have to. I want competition."
Mm-hmm.
Because you know I'm the best, and you know I can fucking pull it off. Maybe not in those words, but... And it totally... You could be a heel and say that. I mean, I know it comes off as a babyface promo, but you could definitely be a heel that way.
Right.
And then what if, he mows through freaking people, and all of a sudden he wins the Weaver Cup? He's got a guaranteed title shot.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I could see honestly happening in this match? Here's what I see happening at the end of the Absolute Justice quote unquote pay-per-view. The super card of the summer. It's gonna be hell. Oh man, we got our work cut out for us that Wednesday night. Woof.
Yeah, we do.
I gotta get off work and then sit through 2 hours of that, then do a show. Not that I mind it, because it's gonna be awesome. But here's how I see this going. You got somebody lurking in the background that just popped into my head here.
Okay.
I can see this grudge match with the All-Stars and Showtime going on first. It's going to lead off Absolute Justice, I have a feeling.
Are you going Roy here?
Yeah, Roy's got that golden ticket, man.
Yeah.
Roy's got that golden ticket. And what if at the end of the night, Nick Richards has that title? He's finally got his shot. And then Roy Wilkins comes and cashes it in on Nick Richards.
That's an interesting
What if?
Story.
You want to talk about, here's another branch off you could go here. I know we're armchair booking, and I know bookers hate when their people armchair book their shit. Stutzy's probably going, "Leave my shit alone, you motherfuckers." Fuck you, Joe White. Pick up a pencil and a notebook and you do it.
You never wrote a thing, Joe White.
You never wrote a damn thing.
I know your game.
Can't even write an IOU, motherfucker. Anyway. Joe White's lucky if he can write his own name. You should see my handwriting. It's atrocious. But anyway. What if you're doing this heel turn thing? Nick Richards comes in and absolutely fucking takes it to Trevor Lee. Dare say dominates Trevor Lee.
Okay.
Trevor Lee finally loses to Nick Richards of all people. Nick Richards. And then Roy Wilkins comes out to cash in his golden ticket right before the damn match. Here's a guy that Trevor Lee has gone an hour and 45 minutes with. Can't stand Roy Wilkins. But right before the bell rings in this match, he comes out to cash the golden ticket. What if he fucking super kicks Nick Richards? Looks at Roy Wilkins and goes, "Have him ring the bell and cover him." And Trevor Lee is responsible for Roy Wilkins stealing Nick Richards' thunder.
Oof.
Nick Richards is definitely a damn good babyface here. He's been screwed more ways than one.
Yeah.
Roy Wilkins is your champion, so you kind of got that. You don't have to worry about hurting Nick with a, let's be honest here, sour title reign. And Trevor Lee has turned heel by helping his arch rival in the company. Dare say Brad Attitude's his arch rival, but the man he went an hour and 45 minutes with at the same event last year, I believe. He turns heel.
That would be interesting, but then you're committing to that move, though.
What if Trevor Lee joins the All-Stars?
Oof.
I don't see that happening.
No, that's not going to happen.
That's kind of lame, to tell the truth, but it's an avenue you could go. But now you got a heel Trevor Lee and a heel Brad Attitude. Maybe they form up as a tag team together. Could see it happening.
It would shake things up for sure.
Hell, they've tag teamed with each other in the past.
I'd say just leave it on Trevor. I'm with Stutzy on this one.
Quit fucking up my book, boy. Oh, God.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit. Joe White's booking.
I love the oh, shit.
Oh, shit. Oh, my God.
Especially when he sets it up with the oh, God. It's perfect.
We got an oh, shit in this. When Justice slapped Connor, we got an oh, shit.
Yes. Yep. That was great on John's video he did.
Yes.
The Kane Justice Cecil
Yeah.
video. That's great. Oh, God.
Oh, God.
And then 10 seconds later, oh, shit.
I like it when Papa Hale steals the mic and oh, God. Don't want to fuck with Papa Hales. He'll fuck you up, man. You don't know how bad diabetics can brawl. I am a diabetic. I would know.
Spoken like a true diabetic.
That's right. Hashtag diabetes. Anyway. So, and along with this, we got a little bit of information on the Weaver Cup tournament.
Okay.
Talking about bringing outsiders in. This is going to be a damn good tournament. I'm not going to be there for all of it. I'll probably be there for Final Four and Finals night, sadly, because I have to work every fucking Saturday with this new job. The 14th annual Johnny Weaver Memorial Cup. This comes courtesy of CWF 247.com. The 14th annual Johnny Weaver Memorial Cup begins on Saturday, July 15th, on their annual Opportunity Knocks show at the Sportatorium. This year, 8 of the 16 spots in the tournament have been granted to national and international prospects, some of whom will make their CWF Mid-Atlantic debuts as part of the tournament.
Oh, God.
Oh, God. First round matches begin on Saturday, July 15th, featuring talent from Nova Pro. That's no surprise. Shikara Pro. Again, no surprise. Freelance. Don't know what that is. Why not just say other indies?
Yeah, well.
Freelance. Isn't
freelance.
Every indie wrestler a freelance?
Pretty much.
Japan, Australia, and more. Oh, shit. Stay tuned to the website for match announcements. More to come.
Wait, do you remember the first show we did? And I was basically saying to you, I don't know about the guy with the, oh, God. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love the oh, God.
What I don't like is the screaming.
Nah, I love it all. I love everything he does.
Sounds like a damn bird. Anyway.
Ah!
You put a headset on, motherfucker.
Well, you never did. You never wore a headset, Woody.
I'm wearing one right now, goddammit.
Why can I see him saying that to you? Melvin Dassey, that is.
If I had a shirt on and these motherfuckers didn't want to see my gross body, I'd put myself on camera. Joe White without a shirt. Oh, God.
Oh, God. Oh, shit.
Oh, shit. We love you, Stutzy.
I love it.
We got to get Stutzy on here, man. Stutzy says he'll come on when he has something big to promote. That was his exact words to me on Twitter.
Oh, that'd be great.
I'll come on when I got something big to promote.
I'd love to pick Stutzy's
He's dodging the after show. Shows you how important we are in Stutzy's book.
It's probably going to be a long time till he has something important to announce.
He'll never have important.
You should keep checking with him. Anything important this week? Nope.
He'll go on that goddamn Making Towns with fucking Dylan and fucking announce it there. Anyway, should we get into Raw's rating a little bit?
Yeah, if you want to. A little birdie told
briefly.
After we do the Raw a little birdie told me that he wouldn't mind coming on and talking some Conor Mayweather.
Oh, okay. I don't have much to say about it because I really haven't, I'm not the MMA guy. Right,
exactly. That's how I feel.
AC
but I feel somebody should be talking about it.
Anyway, because it was announced today. So let me see here. I want to get into this here. Raw audience.
I love this,
hits
by the way.
A new 2017 low. And everybody's blaming it on the NBA Finals.
Nope.
No, you can't make that excuse. Everybody's blaming it on cord cutters. No, you can't make that excuse. They've lost over 1 million viewers. When was the Raw after WrestleMania here? Let me look at this. WrestleMania was on, what, April 2nd?
Yes.
Okay. So Monday night after WrestleMania was good. Since that Monday night, we've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 Raws. So in 10 weeks, they've managed to lose over, I believe it's like 1.3 or 1.5 million people.
Yep.
For the last 1, 2, 3, well, not last week. Last week was actually averaged at 2,900,000. Well, I'll put it to you this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's been 7 weeks. 7 weeks since they've hit 3 million viewers.
Yeah, so they dropped from 2.9 to 2.5?
2.994 to 2.542.
Okay, so not even 400,000 people maybe turned on the basketball game. That's what we're talking about, right?
Yeah.
You can't use it as an excuse anymore. You really can't.
And you can't go, well, they popped a rating with Brock in them, and that's
No.
what dropped it. No, because the damn first hour of the show, folks, 2,716,000. They didn't even pop 3 million with the big segment. They did last week in the first and second segments. They averaged 3 million, but it plummeted to 2,758,000 average for that third hour.
Yeah, I said this recently, Joe, on one of my shows, but they've done, I mean, what? We've been doing this for like 3 years, going back to 1640. And I always thought the ceiling, the basement of Raw viewership would have been, I always used to call it 3.5. 3.5 million. They'll never fall below 3.5 million. And then I adjusted it to 3 million.
You want to know the last time they hit 3.5
million? I can't
million?
believe they're down to 2.5 million in a third hour.
You want to know the last time they hit 3.5 million besides the night after WrestleMania?
It's been a while.
The night after the Royal Rumble.
There you go.
And before
WWE fans can say whatever they want about basketball. They could say whatever they want about Brock Lesnar. It's just the fact is no one from a casual perspective is watching that show.
If you go, you're talking about 3.5 million, right?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck me, man. This is a chore.
Because they were consistently getting like 3.7, 3.6, 3.8. It wasn't that long ago. I want to say maybe 2 years.
The last time they hit over 3.5 million, if you exclude that Rumble.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck me. April 11th, 2016, which I dare say was the night after, one of the nights after Mania. It was the night after the night after Mania. In a year, they've managed to lose over 1 million fans, and it's gotten worse.
Yep. And AC and I used to do the Cool Truth, and, we would always talk year to year it's dropping. If you go back and look, 5 years ago, 4 years ago, it's a consistent drop. And it's like, I can't imagine McMahon is not doing anything. He's just letting this happen.
Mike Johnson did a hotline where he goes, yeah, but Raw was 2nd, 4th, and 5th overall in cable TV ratings Monday night.
That shit doesn't matter.
Well, here's the thing, though. That's in cable TV ratings, not network TV where the NBA Finals was on, correct? NBA Finals was what, ABC? I want to say it was ABC. So what was number 1 on cable?
I think it was like Atlanta hip-hop, the hip-hop wives or whatever the frig that is.
The Gaydo Wives of Atlanta?
Or yeah. Whatever. Something of Atlanta. Whatever. But I just don't understand. There are 20 million people in their seats watching a television on Monday night watching a basketball game. And you're going to use that somehow as an excuse that you can't get more than 2.5 million people watching your main event. And the proof is right there. There's 20 million people watching at the same time, a channel at the same time.
Yeah. And here's another point for you. Well, they put the good shit on first because they knew they were going to get beat. for the rest of the night. Monday Night Raw kicks off at 8 o'clock. The goddamn basketball game didn't start till, what, 9? So
9.
they put their fucking main event on before the goddamn game even started.
Yep. If that doesn't tell you they're not trying anymore, I don't know what does. Because they obviously did that.
Maybe,
they didn't thread it, so nobody turned the TV off.
If I'm them, I'm sitting there going, don't touch that dial. Your main event tonight is Brock Lesnar calling out Samoa Joe. That's how the show should have fucking ended.
Yep.
Don't touch that dial. You're thinking about filling over, you think about flipping over to a channel with two guys fighting over a ball. No, what we got tonight in our main event is much more worth seeing.
Mm-hmm.
Why
it's
are
bad,
they
like,
and then
it's
they're
bad.
then they're congratulations on whipping our ass, Golden State Warriors. Here's a belt. No. Stop giving sports teams belts when they're kicking your ass in the ratings.
Yes. Thank you.
I can see it with the goddamn Cubs. The Billy Goats curse. Yes, give them a belt. Don't give your rivals on your competition. Folks, here's the thing. McMahon, if you're fucking... I know you're not listening to this. People probably never even... Nobody who's even close to McMahon is listening to this. But here's my point
Finkel.
Finkel
That's
may be
Finkel's
listening.
job now, so
hey,
maybe
Finkel,
he's listening.
Listen to this. Listen to this. You bought your competition, which now makes every motherfucking thing else on network TV and cable TV your competition.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking sedate the old man and ship him off like they did with Linda McMahon in 2001, but in real life.
Well, Joe, we hopped on to talk about PlayStation Monday night, and you went through that write-up of Raw. And we had no idea what the hell was going on. Like, you're reading that shit, and it's not making sense. I don't know what the hell they're doing.
I'm sitting there watching that True Life. I'm a pro wrestler, and part of it is they go into they're in 1999. And part of it is fully loaded 1999. Damn good pay-per-view. They're focusing on Triple H, and he's like, yeah, tonight I'm going in a fully loaded strap match with The Rock. Both of us will be tied together with a 100-foot leather strap. And then they show parts of the match, and I'm sitting there going, I remember this. It makes me want to go back and watch it on the network, which I think I might before tonight's out.
Yep.
And then I'm sitting there, reminiscing about a True Life special on MTV that happened in 1999. So it was well over, almost 20 years old.
Mm-hmm.
I get it. It's not going to be the Attitude. You're never going to get the Attitude again, folks. It's not going to be that good, but you can do PG and still be good.
Yep.
To me, CWF is PG. It's a family-friendly thing. Even though they have, oh shit, every now and then. But
I'm just thinking that might be the only thing that's not really
PG.
Yeah,
but then again,
true.
It's real. It's real. How many times do they zoom in on fucking sports stars and they're cursing, but you can read their lips and tell what they're saying? You don't need to hear the audio. Hell, the damn game 4 of the damn event, I believe it was, of that basketball. I don't follow basketball. I don't know shit from apple butter about basketball. You ask me, I'm going to tell you the Harlem Globetrotters are the best goddamn team ever.
Oh, it's debatable. Yeah.
But I know enough to know that fucking people want to see LeBron James lose. Hell, I'm not even a basketball fan, and I'm sick of hearing about him.
Right.
So I look online and I see that the damn game 4 of this thing got violent and got heated, and they started fighting. I guarantee you that was a much better fight than anything you see on Raw. They hyped it up.
I'm sure it was.
That told a better story than anything. And then you have, AC says, I blame the fucking bear. #BearDassy.
BearDassy.
BearDassy.
I didn't see
and
that.
God damn it, they swerved us last week. Everybody in that opening that segment was going, God damn it, Miz is the bear. Or Ambrose is the bear. And then they did something clever. I actually, I enjoyed that segment last week because, goddamn, WWE, they swerved us. With that segment, you got to admit, you didn't see him being the cameraman coming.
Except for the fact that he was in the ring with a camera that never happened.
That never had
on
a
camera.
shot. Yeah, I mean, I get it, but there were better ways they could do it. But it was smart. And then this week, they bring that fucking bear out there again, and god damn it if they didn't put Ambrose under the fucking bear mask.
Yeah, Joe, I don't know. I mean, just the simple logic or lack thereof. You know, Miz has to pick a partner to fight. Okay. And then they do a skit where Angle's like, "Oh, no, you're out there on your own." And then a bear comes out. How is that logical? If you're the Miz character, you're going, "Who is this?" Because my boss just told me I'm doing this by myself. At that point, he should have ripped the head off and punched whoever was in it.
Yeah, like
that's logic.
Like he did the week before.
And people are watching this yet. I'm surprised that 2.5 million people for a third hour wait up until 11 o'clock to watch bullshit like that.
I didn't.
I know you didn't, Joe.
I haven't went back and watched it either.
And Joe, this is why CWF is such a freaking breath of fresh air for me. You know, we're talking about CL Party in the back. We're talking about the All-Stars. You know, the coach is in charge of it, and he's running this chaos, and you have good performers. You have Movie Mike and Danger doing these skits. It's like there's something to watch. There's something to get invested in, you know?
There's nothing here for me to get invested in at all, except Samoa Joe versus Brock Lesnar, and here's a newsflash. Joe's losing, folks. Why? Because they're going to goddamn book him and Strowman, or Brock and Strowman, at the fucking SummerSlam pay-per-view. Now they got Big Match John, who's fucking a free agent. And the thing where we got a goddamn brand split. There are no, but no, it's Big Match John. It's John Cena. So we got to have fucking him be a free agent because we hope that will boost the ratings. Guess what? It's going to make it worse.
Do we have a guest on the line?
We did, and then all of a sudden he dropped off. So AC called back.
Okay.
AC,
but Joe, yeah,
AC pulled a Mitch Connor.
Yes, he did.
AC's probably going, who the fuck is Mitch Connor?
But this is, Joe, this is
but
what
here's the thing. They can blame cord cutters. No. But here's the coup de grace to all this.
Okay.
I want to go ahead and look at something real quick. Here's the coup de grace to all this shit. I'm going to bring this up here, and I'm going to go to WWE's YouTube page. You want to hear a real killer to this? I don't even think you know this, Edwards.
Uh-oh. Let's hear it.
By 10 o'clock Monday night, they put the segment up with Brock. Okay?
Okay.
Here it is, right here. Where is it? Got to go back a couple days. Because they put all the SmackDown Live videos here.
You're talking about YouTube?
Yeah.
Oh.
Here's the bear. Did they take it down? I don't think they did. No. Okay.
Okay.
Raw. Monday Night Raw. Draws in a average of 2,542,000 views. That one segment with Brock Lesnar battling Samoa Joe, which is 4 minutes and 30 seconds out of a 3-hour fucking show. Guess how many views this has on YouTube?
Probably over 2.5 million.
5,188,324.
There you go.
Twice as many fucking viewers who watch your show Monday night are going to your YouTube channel and fucking watching that one segment. And get this, WWE, you're not making any money off of it. Gato took your money.
Gato Dassey.
Gato Dassey. Hashtag Gato Dassey.
Now that's coming from the world too, right?
Yeah, that's the world,
yeah.
man. That's worldwide.
Mm-hmm.
And they're taking your fucking money. So here it is. 5 million people who should be watching on Monday nights are watching something that you put up 2 hours after it happened. 2 hours. I could see if they put it up next week like CWF does. But no, they put it up 2 hours later. It gets 5 million views in 2 days. And get this, because of YouTube's copyright guidelines, folks, they're not making any money off of it because this whole YouTube thing is affecting WWE too. Welcome on, AC.
What's up, AC? What's up, buddy?
Up? I was going to wait a few minutes, but I had to jump on this with you guys when you're talking about the ratings.
Here we go.
Because, me and Edwards did this for, how many shows?
Oh,
We'd break down the ratings. we'd go through the percentage of the change and this and that. And I remember, oh shit, it was probably, I want to say it was the Raw after Bryan won the title. Didn't that do like a 5.5 or a 6?
Yeah,
like
they were up
million
high.
viewers?
Yup.
Like,
Yeah.
think about that. That's more. I mean, they've lost. If you use that as a barometer, they've lost like 60-70% of their audience. And guys, you know this as well as I do. This isn't even the worst time of their ratings year.
No.
Yeah.
They haven't even got into the NFL season.
Football's
Exactly.
coming.
And here's the thing. Here's
It's
where
coming
this
fast too.
Here's where this all helps, kicks WWE's ass. And get this, okay? I know what WWE's going to sit there and go. Well, we're still getting paid the same amount of money by USA Network, no matter what the ratings are, to put on this show, and it doesn't even. Yeah, they are now. It doesn't even cost that amount of money for us to rent the building, pay the talent, put on the show, blah blah blah. We're making money off this.
Well, but when that contract comes up, that may be a different
That is exactly
story.
what I was getting at.
Exactly.
And they have to think of that next year when this damn ratings thing comes up, and if I'm the head of USA, I'm looking at these ratings, and I'm going, we'll give you half.
Even in our defense to them, at times we've always said, hey, listen, they're still by far the highest rated fucking thing on UFC by a mile. But
they still
they're probably, when you're just talking to USA Network, we understand they're owned by a larger company. We know how the whole deal works. But under the USA Network banner, they're probably paid 8 times what anybody else is paid. So the percentage of the rating compared to what they're paid, it had to have come down. There's got to be people at that network, getting ready to push a panic button at some point here.
I agree, man.
You're talking about a show that used to beat Monday Night Football when it was still Monday Night Football.
Yep.
They cry about the NFL and the NBA and all this garbage and all these excuses. You used to beat them when you had, and Joe brought it up before, when you had direct competition, you used to beat them.
Yep.
It's scary how bad it's gotten.
And you want to know what? You want to know how many? They put the segment with the Bear, Heath Slater and Rhino versus Miz, and a bear.
It was fucking awful.
But you get this, that awful segment on YouTube, 1,157,000 views. The goddamn Bear segment is getting half as many views as your Monday night full show.
Because they want to see how stupid it was.
Why? Because they think social media is the key. Go on Twitter, go on YouTube, go on Facebook, go on fucking Tinder, whatever the fucking fucking. They think social media is the key to getting ratings. No, it's not.
Here's the thing. Given the scenario, I was thinking about this as the Miz was walking out. Before I knew the fucking Bear was coming out, in my head I was kind of thinking, back in the Attitude Era, a guy like The Miz, he'd walk out there, he has no tag team partner, and you'd have some 7-foot fucking savage like Test come out and be his new bodyguard. Never say a word. Diesel with Shawn Michaels, whatever. And I'm like, boy, this would be a great spot to debut someone that nobody sees coming and blah, 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 that whole thing. Like the Miz's bodyguard type character, right?
Dijak. Use Dijak.
Yeah, here's the thing, though. They don't do that anymore. Because you have NXT. So you know who everybody is. And everybody knows who the guys on the indies are. So we know who all these guys are. And even when they debut the guys, like me and Jim were at the NEW show on Friday night, and we're sitting there talking about Dillinger over there. You debut the guy on the Royal Rumble. You have all these people chanting 10, and you got a little bit, not that I love that character, but you have some juice with the guy, and you just totally fucking bury him.
Yeah.
Yep.
There was a guy holding up a sign at SmackDown saying missing.
Yeah,
with
he's
his
missing.
fucking picture on
There's
it.
a milk carton, yeah.
Like, they do nothing with so many guys, and it's so repetitive, and the segments are so repetitive. Like, now, if you see Alexa Bliss come out, or if you see one of the other women come out, they're all going to stand in the ring, and then one's going to start talking, then the next one's music's going to hit. Then the next one's music's going to hit. The next one's music's going to hit.
It's not
and
just
here's
the
the
women.
thing, and Jeff, I've heard you bring up this point. It's supposed to be 2 different shows, 2 different creative teams, 2 different styles of booking. It's the same fucking show on Monday and Tuesday, just an hour shorter. It's the same
Here's the
show.
thing, though. Here's the thing, AC. While you have, while you have 2 different writing teams, while you have 2 different creative brainheads bringing you this, it's still the same one motherfucker that both of those teams have to answer to. It's still getting put through the same filter.
Well, but here's the thing that I don't understand.
The water's still going to taste the same. You can have water from Michigan and water from Oklahoma pass through the same Brita filter. It's still going to be taste the same.
Right. I get what you're saying.
It's a lame analogy, folks, but it's true.
let me ask AC something. AC? What's up, my man?
What's up with me?
What's up?
Uh-oh.
How's it going? Haven't talked to you in like months.
I know it's been months. I'll be honest with you guys. Since Joe and I did the last show, which was what, last week on Monday?
2 weeks ago.
No, I thought we did one last Monday.
No, because I was on vacation last Monday. I had just gotten back.
We did the show when you got back from vacation.
We did?
We talked about your vacation, the water slide, and everything else.
Okay, my bad.
All right, so that was actually my last show. Since that time, it stopped raining where I am and became like 95 degrees every day, which is something that nobody should complain about, right? Well, all of a sudden this year, I have developed allergies to everything. And I basically haven't been able to talk for a week and a half.
Oh.
So any thoughts of doing a podcast, let alone, basically I was over medicating myself just to work for the last, 8-9 days. So amazingly enough, it was 70 today, and now I feel a lot better, which is nice. No, but the reason why I wanted to come on is
well, AC, before you keep going, did you watch Raw?
I actually watched it today.
Okay,
can you explain? Because I didn't watch it at all. I watched the first segment and came down here to watch Sony.
All right, I'll give you this. And I got up.
Can you explain to us specifically what's going on with the Big Show and Enzo and Cass? Because we read it and we had no idea.
This is what I took from it.
Okay.
They're trying to set up the scenario that it's possibly the Big Show taking out Kaz to become a tag team with Enzo.
But who took out Enzo then? Because that whole thing started with Enzo, right?
Nobody took out Enzo this week because Enzo was in the goddamn and Cass was in the pull-up.
The story started with Enzo.
Here's what happened. Last week, Kaz got taken out. Enzo goes to the ring by himself. Big Show comes out. I know we talked about that. Me and Joe, both of us agreed that the Big Show should have just punched his lights out and walked away.
Yep.
But anyway, that's not what happened. So this week, Kaz gets attacked again, but he stumbles his way to the ring with Enzo. It sits on wrestling first against Carl. And he's getting a move in here, move in there, but you can tell he's disoriented, blah, 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 whatever.
Did they wrestle Carl and Doc again this week?
Yes.
Oh,
so Carl and Doc end up taking them out, and they're getting one over on Enzo in the ring with Kaz outside all disoriented. The Big Show comes out for the save on Enzo to save Enzo, and then Kaz gets mad about it. Big Show leaves, and Kaz and Enzo are arguing about the Big Show getting a save. So then shortly after, they cut to a backstage segment where Enzo flat out asks the Big Show if he's the one taking out Kaz. And then the Big Show screams at Enzo. It's honestly.
All right, let me say something right there. AC probably explained that eloquently. It still didn't make any fucking sense.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't make any sense. I'm explaining it exactly the way it happened.
I believe it too.
This guy's mad at that guy who's mad at that guy because he thinks that guy took that guy out and that guy's still pissed. What the fuck?
Well, and the thing they did with the bear also is, I don't know if you guys missed this in the write-up. Basically what happened was the bear comes out and they let the bear start the match, and he's kind of getting over on Heath Slater there. So then I think it might have been Rhino threw the bear to the outside, here's what happened. The bear slaps a tag onto the Miz's chest, like literally just slaps his chest, tag him in.
Wait. Let me break in here for a second. I'm sorry to cut you off, AC. And I know I'm pointing out the obvious here, but folks who may be tuning into this, does it seem just ridiculous to me that AC is seriously trying to explain a guy in a bear costume?
Yeah.
That's
because it's worse than you guys think it is.
This is where it turns. This is where this show has just created a new bit. Explain the unexplainable, AC.
So the bear tags in the Miz. And he gets thrown out. He gets thrown out to the ring. I don't know if you remember Slater or Rhino. It really doesn't matter.
Just AC.
So then the next thing you know, the Miz clocks him, starts beating the hell out of the bear. Takes the hat off at some local jobber probably. So the Miz goes back in the ring, starts wrestling the mat, or they pulled him back in. Whatever the case.
So it wasn't Ambrose. So it was not Ambrose under the bear costume.
No, wait. So Miz is back in the ring. He's actually doing well. He's standing in the ring facing the ramp, talking to Maurice, and the bear's standing behind him. And she's yelling, "The bear's behind you, the bear's behind you." Now, mind you, before the Miz turns around, he hits Dirty Deeds on Heath Slater. And Cole goes, "That move looks familiar." And I'm just like, is this not booked for a 7-year-old? Like,
so they did the switcheroo with the bear costume?
Yeah. So then he turns around, Dirty Deeds on the Miz, throws Slater on top of Miz. Slater and Rhino win. And then, of course, he takes the thing off, and it's Ambrose.
That makes a little bit of sense of, is this WWE's new gimmick now? We're going to swerve you. We got you.
We're going to swerve with the bear.
We're going to swerve you with the fucking bear because we did it last week. Oh, we swerved you. Nope, then we double swerved you. Come on.
My biggest problem, as far as it being stupid and childish, and again, booking for 7-year-olds, when the announce team, like Cole, says, "That move looked familiar," I was just like,
leave it alone.
Like, dude,
let the audience figure it the fuck
again,
out.
You know, I know the whole suspend your disbelief, but come on, dude. Don't, you're a lot of adults, if that's what you want to call us,
even
watch
still,
this
man,
show.
Even still,
that's insulting. Come on.
That's
still,
amazing.
Even
Wow.
still, here's the thing. Even still, yes, it's a fucking horrible booking. But at least try to make something out of it by not having the announcers give away the fucking ending. Don't go, oh, that looks familiar. Have them say nothing, and then when the grand reveal is appealed, it makes more sense. It makes it look better. It's still a shitty thing, but it makes it a little bit better. Yeah. Or if all else fails, call, hey, double arm DDT. Because that's what the move is. Just AC in that Yankee voice. And then the bear. And then the bear did this.
The whole show was bad. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I watched it this afternoon. I fell asleep for a good half an hour of it. And then I went right into SmackDown. And I got to be honest, I took a nap through most of SmackDown.
You're not the only one, man, because Mike Johnson on one of his audio shows goes, I fell asleep during the third hour. So even the dirt sheets are falling asleep on the show.
Fucking terrible.
So AC, what's your opinion? Do you think Vince is actually going to do something, or he's just going to drive the number all the way down as far as it can? Like, what do you think?
Here's the thing. I really don't know, because you would have thought he would have done something already. Like,
that's true. Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, all right, you obviously had a lot of good equity with the fan base with the NXT brand. You got Triple H, who was supposedly doing all these great things there. You bring up all these guys, and you destroyed most of them, if not all of them. I mean, I just don't get it. I don't know. I don't know if it's ego or the old man just lost it or whatever. Even we did the show. I mean, it probably was a little less than a year ago. No, it might even have been a year ago now. When what's his name was reporting that they were looking to sell.
Yeah.
I mean, are they looking to sell low? Like, I mean, are you trying to devalue to sell? Don't you try to up your value to sell the company? And I was even laughing because on SmackDown, when they opened the tag team segment with the New Day, which has just become a total joke fucking segment, and then you have Breezango, which is another total joke. I actually like the Usos, and I feel badly for them that they're put in that spot. But, the New Day standing in the middle of the ring in New Orleans talking about WrestleMania for next year. Who gives a flying fuck
hear something
about fucking WrestleMania for next year?
You want to hear something more depressing about that episode of SmackDown? Talking about ratings?
Sure.
This week's SmackDown Live did just 2.072 million viewers.
Holy
There was no
fuck.
NBA game that night either.
Nope, making
by
it
the
the
way.
second least watched episode since the move to Tuesday nights. The only show that did lower than this was on November 8th, which was the presidential election.
Well, I mean, that's a different night.
This
I mean,
week's show did
you
not
gotta
have
give
any
up that one.
unusual competition.
Well, here's the thing.
Wow.
About the fucking roster too. You have AJ Styles. You have Shinsuke Nakamura. You have Sami Zayn. You have Kevin Owens. You have Dolph Ziggler. Even Baron Corbin. You have the Usos. You have New Day. You could go down the list of guys that should be drawing for them, and that's the rating they get.
I'll be honest with you too. Everybody's
The
bitching.
talent can't even carry them anymore.
Everybody's bitching about
the
how
talent can't carry it. The show's so bad that the talent can't carry
Yeah,
it.
the
Guys,
talent,
they have a pay-per-view Sunday. Well, not a pay-per-view, but they have their
Money in the Bank.
Money in the Bank.
Well, they're calling it a pay-per-view.
Yeah, but I mean, is it really a
I know,
pay-per-view?
but
anymore?
Here's the
But
thing.
yeah, I mean,
I know what you're saying. It's not really
And
anymore.
I'm gonna crap on
But
the
it's Money-
sensitive.
Remember, Money in the Bank was like
yeah.
number 4 behind Mania, SummerSlam, and Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
Money in the Bank was like the next big thing, and they're
Yep.
doing this big first ever women's Money in the Bank match. Nobody cares.
Yeah, nobody cares.
Here's the thing that kills me. And I'm gonna pick on the sensitive universe, and I'm gonna pick on the Nakamura fans out there.
Hey, that's me.
I know, but
Bro.
hold on. I'm gonna. Well, you
Go
didn't
ahead, you
watch.
can pick on me,
you
that's
didn't
They
okay.
watch-
check out the universe. The universe is telling them we don't like this anymore.
No, here's the thing. Nakamura makes his entrance. He's halfway through his entrance, and they cut to commercial this week. And you got all the people. How dare you cut to commercial during Nakamura's entrance? Fuck,
who
that's
gives a
the
fuck
time.
about the
That's the
entrance?
time you should be taking commercial breaks. I get it. Nakamura's entrance is a beautiful thing to watch. Okay, I love his entrance, but you've seen it already. Fuck, this is the time. I'd rather them cut to the commercial during the entrance, and by the time you get back, ding, 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 matches, and you see the entire match with no commercial break in the match. Fuck,
Right.
take a million commercial breaks during the entrance. Leave the match alone.
I've been saying the same thing about Fragile Devitt for 2 years.
Fragile Devitt. I love it.
And he's been off the show for 2 weeks, AC.
No, I know. They
Yeah.
did one of their vignettes for him this week again. That's all they did.
Popping
That's all
his
they did.
collar. And you know, and here's the thing, I even said this. You know what he's doing on that Great Balls of Fire promo? He's popping his collar, and the crowd's going wild.
Yeah, I want to know what his match is going to be. I mean,
Is he having
be-
one?
I mean, we haven't seen him since the 5-way.
Well, goddamn, they're making some big SummerSlam announcement with the big dog.
Yeah, well, that'll be interesting.
We forgot to mention that on tonight's CWF afterwards. After
Trevor's the big dog.
Trevor's the big dog of CWF because after he refuses and pulls the dick move, Nick Richards looks right in the camera as they're going off in the air and going, "I see how it is, big dog," or something like that, or "I'll see you at Absolute Justice, big dog."
Yep.
You know, before we get into this Connor Floyd stuff, and we won't spend a lot of time. It's just more or less I want to put my own show over because I haven't done one in a couple weeks.
Exactly.
But anyway,
you should.
before we get to that, I got to tell you, after this this Twitter thing last week with your boy there, who was
Kane
calling us-
Justice.
Oh,
yeah, calling us out.
and they referenced
Meet me at the
Twitter war.
Sportatorium.
They referenced the Twitter war on their show that we started too.
Wait, what's that?
They referenced the. Remember how I got a Twitter war started between Kane and it was Kane along with Chip Day and everything like that.
Yeah,
They referenced that Twitter war on an episode, and I'm just like, "You're welcome."
That's great. Well, I got to ask you, Wade. I mean, I said this to Edwards, but I was wondering because I was looking at what's his name, Kane Justice.
Mm-hmm.
He wears what does he wear? What are those shorts he wears?
He wears the fight shorts, the Bushido fight shorts.
Bushido fight shorts.
Because
Okay.
he's from the Bushido dojo.
Oh, okay. My question to you is just, and I got to ask this, and I'm being dead ass honest. Do they have a weight room in the Sportatorium? So tell them boys to pick up some weights, man.
Justice, calling you out, Kane. I'm gonna go ahead and tweet that out right now. I'm gonna tweet that out right now.
Come on, man. Pick up some weights, bro. I mean, I know judo, you can throw people around and all that, but boy. I mean, you would look a lot tougher in those Bushido fight shorts with a little bit of muscle.
I'm gonna put that right now. Hey, at Kane Justice. I'm gonna put AC.
I mean, I think honestly, out of all the things I said about about what's his face there.
Chip Day.
Chip Day.
Chip Day. Thank you.
Yep.
I thought he took the most offense towards the when he was I haven't been able to hit the weight room and everything else. Remember that when he came
Yeah.
out? I mean, I thought out of all the shit I said, which I thought he might be offended by more, I thought that offended him the most. I don't know. No, I shouldn't say offended because he didn't sound offended. Chip Day was a good sport, but I think Kane Justice is he's not gonna take too kindly to my words.
I put here, hey, at at CC Justice 13. And I put ... AC Cooldown wants to know if, quote, they have a weight room at the Bushido Dojo.
Oh, I said a sportatorium. I wasn't just talking about him.
The Bushido Dojo sounds better, fits the gimmick. That's going to get you some heat.
He's like, stop. He's like, stop calling out CWF AC.
I don't mind it because the heat's going to go on you, not me.
Hey, listen.
I told him he was.
They seem like good guys.
They're awesome.
I did mention he's built like a 12-year-old boy tonight. So.
Oh man!
You should have seen him when he was. Go back go back like a year and a half ago and watch it when he's refereeing.
Tell him they got the app now where you can add muscle to your pictures.
Oh man, do I dare tweet that out, Edwards? I think
you dare. You dare.
Okay. I'm going to put this here. I'm going to go ahead and tweet out the link and put AC is just destroying Kane Justice right now on the after show.
Come on, man. You can't call yourself the best around. Come on, bro. Anyway.
Keep him going, Edwards. Keep backing him on like you usually do while I send this tweet out.
Listen, I got more. I just want you to tune in next time.
Well, AC, you should know that he actually...
Maybe Kane will come on and have a nice combo with me.
After that initial...
I'll call him on. I'll give him... I'll send him a DM.
We might need White to be the moderator of that deal, but...
AC, after that initial thing between, you guys with TK and all, he did I guess it was the next week on a show, he actually went for the crane kick.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, he went for the... Oh, wow. So he's paying attention.
He's listening. Yeah.
We have his ear. I'm sure I have his ear now. If I did it before, I definitely do it now. Oh, man. I love this life. Anyway.
Yeah, we love this show.
I'm just happy to have my voice back.
I put now that I put AC Cooldown is shooting on Kane Justice right now in the CWF Mid-Atlantic unofficial after show. So, this is beautiful. Go ahead, continue. What else do you think about Kane Justice there, AC?
Listen, we're going to do some more research. We're gonna watch some more matches, and now, listen, I don't want to give away all my stuff.
Well, AC, let me ask you this in your opinion.
Sure. Yes.
He's a 21-year-old lad here.
Oh, he's young. Okay.
So do you think
that makes it okay?
Do you think he should be built a little bit better, or do you think, is it baby fat?
I mean,
baby fat. Wow, Edwards, AC didn't catch that.
I just commented on what I saw. And listen, he might end up being stacked, because I can tell you this right now. I saw a picture of Bennett. I think he just posted it like today or yesterday, when he was like 18 and he first started wrestling, and he was an absolute twig. And we all know Mike Bennett is a specimen now. So those kind of things could happen.
Yeah,
I just want to make sure that he has weights in his life. I mean, I'm looking out for the guy.
I just want to make sure the guy has some weights in his life. What the fuck does that mean?
Maybe we could start a GoFundMe to get him some weights.
Get him some weights. Get him a bench set.
I'm gonna send him a care package: protein shakes.
Wow. The views and opinions expressed by AC do not reflect those of Joe White, who is the CWF superfan.
Joe's gonna have to sit in the nosebleeds.
I'm loving this because AC.
In that building, you're still too close, White. You're not getting away. Hey, it's indie shows, man. It's hard to hide at indie shows. They spot you out. Trust me, I know.
At least it's better than a high school gym where it's like it's not even filled up, like NEW.
Oh man.
They got room there's plenty of room for chairs at the NEW show.
That building was not filled for that show.
They're pulling in 2000s.
The last time they put a show in that building, though, they had 3,300. Okay? The reason why that show was at Crosby High School was because they sold too many tickets for the Waterbury Pal, and they had to move it.
Sure.
So they up and because you know they had Pentagon Jr., Sammy Callahan, Scumbag Del Rio. Paige was actually there, and I'll tell you
Did
this:
Del Rio get booed?
They initially he got booed, but
they turned on him.
it was 50-50 when he wrestled, because then all the fanboys started see.
Oh,
And me and my buddy Jim were actually booing the hell out of him when he came out, and he was standing on the turnbuckle, and he turned and looked at us and was like, "Come on, guys! Like, why would you boo me? Like, why would I boo you? You're a fucking asshole. What do you mean? Why would I boo you?" They actually rebooked his match. He wrestled the man scout Jake Manning.
Oh, I love me some Jake Manning. Underrated
Oh,
guy.
he's under outstanding performer. I love Jake Manning. It was actually a very good match. I was shocked that he let Man Scout get any offense in. There was actually at one point he got him to like a 2.5, and the crowd popped because it was so close to a 3. But I'll tell you this: 2 things that annoyed me about the Del Rio. He wasn't the main event, which was fine with me. They did it right before intermission. But 3 of my friends got bumped from front row to second row. And they're sitting there and the seats are empty and they couldn't figure out why. Well, they were for Paige and 2 bodyguards when Del Rio came out to wrestle. I hate that. I'm sorry. Lombardi, I love you, but that's fucking bullshit.
Again, Paige showing up where she shouldn't be, totally violating her contract with WWE by even being on those events. Even in the crowd.
She wasn't right. She wasn't over there in the signing or anything, but she was literally like cheering like a little schoolgirl. Like, "Oh my God, he won!" I swear to God.
No,
and then after he won,
that makes me lose all her respect, because for her to be with it's Paige.
She's a bigger name than he is.
Well, yeah, in the last few months since those videos came out, she is.
We tried to get the Xavier Woods chant going.
Well, part of me is sitting there going, how could she be with that motherfucker? He's way older than her. And then I think, oh wait, she just had all that porn released with her and 50 other fucking guys.
Well, at least Maddox and Woods were more dangerous.
And here's the thing: I keep seeing shit on PW Insider and all the dirt sheets talking about how Paige is coming back to WWE. Do you honestly think they're going to let her back on WWE TV? With this crowd, with the kind of crowd, it's not just night after WrestleMania anymore. The same people who boo Roman Reigns are going to start chanting fucking Xavier Woods.
I think it's going to be tough for them to put her on certain crowds. Yeah, I really do. I think it's a tough spot. I really do. But listen to this. This asshole grabs the microphone after the match.
Del Rio.
And proceeds to. Obviously, he rips WWE and TNA, which is
fuck him.
big deal.
He'll be back there in a year.
Of course. And here's the other thing.
He just signed an exclusive contract with TNA?
Don't know. He did mention TNA, though. But here's the thing that annoyed me. He decided to start praising indie wrestling and all the guys and how we should support the guys.
Oh, fuck
and it's
him.
good that we support them and all that. So me and Jim were standing there like, yeah, why don't you put him over then, asshole? I mean, who's the guy who wouldn't put Pentagon Jr. over? The guy who was in the main event tonight, and you're not, and you would not put him over when you're in Lucha Underground.
This coming from a guy who probably gets paid 4 times as much as any worker, too. Why don't you take a pay cut if you want to support it, you son of a bitch?
Right. So then he hops out of the ring, jumps the guardrail right at the corner we were sitting, walks between the 2 of us, totally like stone-faced. Like, if we had stood in his way, he probably would have, like, pushed us out of the way. And then, like, goes into the stands and starts doing C with the kids.
Oh, fuck
I was like, what a phony motherfucker. Fuck you, Del Rio. Oh, I hated every second of it. I hated it.
AC was the sensitive universe of NEW.
No, it did. It bothered me. I didn't like it. The rest of the show was great.
Edward, you still with us?
We had Lee and Keith Lee and JT Dunn absolutely stole the show.
Edwards, are you still with us? I think Edwards left.
He went for a coffee break.
Probably.
Yeah, he'll be back. He'll just show up.
That's what happens when you start rambling.
Refill the coconut cream.
That happens when you just start going on your rants like that. Edwards just loses interest and fades off into the abyss.
Who, me?
Yeah. Oh, he's back. There he is.
coffee run, guys. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Also, you missed the Del Rio stuff.
Ah, shit. Sorry. Well, I can
That's all right.
imagine he was a dick in some way.
Yeah, well, I'll fill you in later.
Okay.
I don't need to rehash all that nonsense.
No.
So
But anyway,
let's talk about this, guys. I want to hear what Jeff has to say about this as well, because I'm not an MMA guy. I'm not a boxing guy. I'm a pro wrestling guy. Anyway,
Fucking Mork.
fucking Mark. I know. Joe White.
Joe White, you fucking piece of shit, Joe White.
Get
Take
in
a
the-
bump, Joe White.
Get in the octagon, Joe White. Anyway.
I know about you, Joe White.
Gato. Anyway. By the way, 4,309 viewers before Gato clotheslined us.
Does AC know about that?
Do you know about this, AC?
I don't.
All right, so I put a video out. Have you seen the match?
Are we talking about Okada and?
Yep.
I have not yet.
So the day
that was
after
on my
happened.
agenda for
Oh,
Friday.
dude.
Okay.
I heard it was
Friday.
tremendous.
You're gonna love it. You're
Friday.
gonna love it.
Everybody that saw it told me I have to watch it.
So it's my new favorite match of the year.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Wow!
Still don't.
AC,
Better than
it was
Wrestle. I was told
tremendous.
better than Wrestle Kingdom.
It was better.
Yes.
Way better.
Wow. Okay. All right.
Um,
Say no more. I will watch it Friday.
So I do a video where I put myself in a little box in the corner, and the rest of the screen is the match, and I commentate over the match and give my thoughts. First time
Right.
I ever watched the match too.
Mm.
So it's my first time
Which is
watching
probably
the
the
match.
best way to do that.
Yeah,
Anyway.
I mean it was
Yeah.
a good video. And all of a sudden here it is, I'm thinking this thing's going to get copyright striked at the least. No copyright strikes on YouTube.
Mm.
It gets to be 5-6 hours later. Overnight, the thing gains what? Overnight, it had 1,000 views.
It was 1,000 overnight. Yep.
Wow.
Highest vote video on the network. I'm thinking, God damn, 1,000 people know about our network now. It's going to be great for us.
Tremendous. Yeah.
By the end of the day, it had what? 2,000 views? 3,000 views?
I think it was 3 at the end of the second day.
At the end of the second day. And that was on June
Okay.
11th, so... And it got... So on the 11th, actually. By the 12th...
So that was what, Sunday?
Yeah, Sunday. So by the 12th, which is the day after that Monday, it reaches 4,309 views. Okay? We're sitting here doing our Sony E3 coverage, me and Edwards are, and we're about to bring up this match, or in this video, and it has been blocked, not just copyright striked, blocked in all countries.
What?
So, yeah. By New Japan Pro Wrestling has blocked the video.
New Japan blocked it?
New Japan blocked it.
Now I know the reason for the gate audacity. I've been waiting. I was like, all right, why are these guys all over Gato? I'm going to figure this out. And now I know.
So
That's
that
it.
son of a bitch.
Oh, now AC's turning on the New Japan. It's not the greatest thing ever, is it, motherfuckers? No. Anyway, the match was good. I hauled throughout the video. I praised the match. I did good commentary on the match.
So what you did is you got them a little bit of buzz here in the States, probably.
Yeah.
For the most part.
Yeah, see that?
Maybe they wouldn't have gotten. And
Yeah.
for your efforts, they block you.
I never thought of it that
Fuck
way,
you.
AC. Edwards, he's right.
I'm 100% right.
So, but
Say
no,
he's right, White.
he is right. But here's the
Fuck you.
thing.
How about that, Gato?
In hindsight, me and Edwards talked about this. In hindsight, I know why they blocked it, because it was a way for people to see this match for free.
Oh, come on. There's 9,000 links out there already. Come on.
Honestly, no, they all got shut down.
I mean,
Dude,
I get.
dude,
you know what?
there
That
was-
part of it, I get that.
We
That part of it.
looked.
Well, let's be honest. I'll be honest with you. And I love you, Joe. And this is nothing against you. But I would not want to watch the match for the first time and listen to your fucking voice in the background. I'm just, you know
Well,
what I'm saying?
we
Like
got
that would
some comments.
like
We-
the second time maybe, but the first time I'd want to like. A lot of times I like to watch matches by myself
Mm-hmm.
and just like take everything in.
Should I
Right.
read him?
And just get my own opinion of what's going on.
Should I read him the comments, Edwards?
Oh yeah, you got to read him, Ryan and Ito or whatever it was.
Attaway.
Yeah.
So we got some comments. Most commented ever video on the channel ever.
There we
Even
go. There we go.
pre-1650. Okay?
Well, listen, it was worth it for the couple of days you got a little hype out of it.
Yeah, but the problem is nobody else is seeing it now, and nobody else can see that this thing has gotten 4,000 views, and the 60-some
Right.
cents I made off the video has now been taken away.
God damn it, they took that 60 cents.
They're taking
Gato
money out of
needed- I
your
know Gato
pockets,
needed
too,
that 60
AC.
cents.
We're
I know in
supposed to...
Japan it's like $1.38.
I said 20,000 yen.
He's probably the one that stole the 2 G's from Nick Jackson.
So, it got some comments. Because, of course, anytime the Young Bucks are on screen, I fucking lose my shit in this, this commentary. People go, Kenny's going to come very hot in WWE. Me and Edwards are like, well, he's had his chance. It didn't happen. He could have done it at the beginning of the year. Some people said, AC may know who this is. Somebody said that I sound like the, chest, peck, respect. This was no doubt AC in disguise making this comment. Because this guy's profile pic is Paige doing a face. So
I would never do anything
somebody
like that.
goes, you sound like that Ghost Stories man, Jim Harold. Don't know who Jim Harold is. Somebody clued us into the fact that Kenny King and the Young Bucks make up the sub-faction, the Elite, and that's why they were out there. And I'm like, duh.
You said Kenny King again.
I did it again.
Yes.
Kenny Omega. Ah.
He did
Kenny
it like 5
King.
times that
I
night.
was like, what the fuck is he talking about?
Because it rhymes. It's KK. It's the alliteration.
Kenny King is black. The last time I checked, Kenny Omega isn't.
Thanks for pointing out the obvious. Gato.
You know what it is? That's his Cornette love coming out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Cornette and King had that problem.
Cornette
so
can't
his
stand
love of
Kenny King
Cornette-
either. I put Kenny Omega can't stand Kenny King either. So anyway, he says, FYI, Kenny and the Young Bucks make up the sub-faction known as the Elite. Duh, I knew that. And then we have our top 2 comments here. First one comes from Ryan Holloman. If you're watching this, thank you for watching that video, and please hit the like button and subscribe button here. I wish you wouldn't hate on the Young Bucks so much. It seems like every time they were in frame, you were getting more pissed off about it. Can you explain why you don't like them so much? So people want to know why I hate them. Somebody, Attaboy posted, I was going to comment the same thing. That was really unnecessary. It's okay if you don't like them, but there's no need to be so angry and rude. It would be good if you could explain it would be good if he could explain his point. My point is, and I think my point to all this was, they're fucking heels. You're supposed to hate them, you morons. Anyway.
Well, they're heels to the New Japan fan.
They're heels.
The Japanese fan, but
it's not Bret Hart Canada versus U.S. goddammit. Come on.
Yeah, but the thing is if the Ring of Honor fan loves the Young Buck, though, you know what I'm saying? The Ring of Honor fan loves it.
Well, they're wrong.
Speaking of that, I will be in Lowell next Friday for Best in the World.
Oh, you got it right. It's not War of the Worlds.
I-
He kept calling it War of the Worlds. Go back and listen, folks.
I know there's so many different fucking names that are similar with them. But Best in the World, I will be in the house. Me and my buddy Jim, we got comped second row tickets.
Ooh.
Nice.
So some of our friends in the business have come through for us.
You know who doesn't
Very
comp?
good.
You know who will
And
not
I also
enjoy
have,
because you're not getting comped if
we
you
have
come to
second
CWF.
row. We got second row for the TV taping the next afternoon, which my good friend Travis Gordon will be a part of.
Oh god.
Nice. Good.
We got that. I got to be honest with you, the card's a little weak for the
Yeah,
pay-per-view.
it
Though,
is.
I thought the main event is tremendous. Daniels and Cody. Look forward to that. Young Bucks War Machine for the titles. Okay, decent match.
I'm curious to see what your thoughts on Cody Rhodes are in this Okada Omega match. I'm not going to spoil it for him, but let's just
okay.
say,
Please don't spoil it.
let's just say he will have.
I did
think
see.
he's gonna
I
have some
did
thoughts.
see some of the aftermath with Cody and Okada
Yeah.
because
I
they're
didn't
setting
even-
up that whole the match in L.A.
Mm-hmm.
or out there in
Which
California.
night one
So-
of that will be broadcast live on Access TV. Wouldn't it be a son of a bitch if that right there, that one show on Access TV, and I want it to happen. I'm gonna put on my New Japan.
Beats Raw.
Yeah, I'm gonna put on Jeff Edwards' New Japan hoodie for 1 second here, folks. I want that show to beat Raw on a little pissant station like Access TV that used to be HD Net, which Ring of Honor used to be on.
It'd be great.
I want that show to beat Raw live.
It would be tremendous.
It would be awesome.
We need to
Right,
hype that. We need to hype
Jeff,
that.
you're more of a Ring of Honor guy than White. Did you see the lineup for the pay-per-view?
Yeah, I agree with you.
It's
pretty
kind
weak.
of lackluster, to be
Yeah.
honest. Honestly, I was expecting more for Taven, considering where the pay per view is. I mean, that's his fucking backyard.
Right.
And then I don't know. It seems kind of lackluster to me. And they say Marty Scurll's booked to be there. They don't give you a match. So we'll see what happens, but it's kind of lackluster. Although, I think there's a pretty good chance we could see a title change. Because I mean, what better of a way for Cody to walk into a title match with Okada with I mean, it's kind of going to look bad with him, walking into a title match with Okada coming off a loss to Daniels.
This match,
unless they're going to muck it up a little, which is always possible.
That's possible. Yeah.
You got let me look.
But I mean, the Ring of Honor roster, if you're looking at it, has taken a major hit the last few months.
You got Search and Destroy, which is Alex Shelley, Chris Sabin, Jay White, and Jonathan Gresham versus the Rebellion, which is Caprice.
Have you guys seen Gresham?
No.
Yes.
He's good, but he's small.
Yes.
He's very small. I saw him wrestle Dijak at Beyond.
He can't be any
and
smaller than
Dijak
Cheeseburger.
looked like when you say David and Goliath, it was like David and fucking Goliath.
Hey, he can't be any smaller than Cheeseburger.
He might be shorter. He's definitely more put together. He might even be.
Edwards.
He's like Leo Rush
Edwards,
size. Leo Rush is very small.
Edwards will get this reference. Is he smaller than Cool J? It all comes back to CWF. I love it.
Yep. That's tough.
Cool J can't even measure up to the top turnbuckle.
Bitch.
Uh-oh, what happened?
Somebody said a 2-run homer against the Yankees.
Ooh. Anyway.
Andrelton Simmons, 2-run homer. Former Brave.
There you go.
Andrelton Simmons, 2-run homer. Put the Angels up 7-5 over the Yankees.
So Search and Destroy will be taking on Caprice Coleman, Kenny King. I can say Kenny King here. Kenny King, Rhett Titus, and Shane Taylor, who make up the Rebellion. 8-man tag team match. The losing team must disband. That's an interesting stipulation.
Interesting.
The losing, all right. So the 4 of them must disband.
I got to tell you though, there's a lot of times I go to shows where I'm kind of down on the card. The show kind of delivers, and then there's times you go to shows where you're so hyped up over the card that it doesn't deliver. I mean, Jeff, the show we went to had a tremendous card, and I thought it delivered. But for the most part, a lot of times when you hype yourself up, you almost set yourself up for failure.
Yeah, you're overhyping.
Absolutely, yep.
Right, so you overhype everything.
Let's say Search and Destroy lose and they're disbanding. Does that mean Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin can never team up again to be the Motor City Machine Guns?
Well, I mean, I wouldn't mean that the 4 of them couldn't team up again. That to me, that's the likely loser in that scenario.
Kushida is taking on Marty Scurll.
You got to think Jay White would be headed back to New Japan soon.
Oh, yeah. So Kushida is defending his Ring of Honor Television Championship against Marty Scurll. The Bullet Club's Marty Scurll.
Oh, so they did announce that match. Okay.
Bully Ray and the
I'll be rooting for Marty Scurll.
6-man tag team match for the World 6-man tag team championships here. Dalton Castle and this is horrible. Dalton Castle deserves better, and partly people think it was.
So did the Briscoes, to be honest with you.
I mean, people were sitting there thinking that Dalton Castle was going to leave Ring of Honor because of the way he's been booked lately, but he signed a new deal. So it may get better for him.
There was big. I mean, to me, here's the thing. I think when some of these guys are looking at it, if you're Dalton Castle, if I go to NXT and they let me be the Peacock, I could get over huge there. But where do I go from there?
I want to see Dalton Castle versus the new Goldust that they've been doing the fucking recent weeks.
The thing with Dalton Castle is I think Ring of Honor holds him back like they do with guys in a way, because I've seen him go in indie matches with guys where this guy could give you a good,
he can
work good 20-25 minute match, and then they put him in all these weirdo spots. You know what I mean?
Here's the problem with this: Dalton Castle got over at a time Ring of Honor didn't want him to get over.
Right.
Again,
they were trying to hold him and Dijak, for example, back.
It's not just WWE that does this. Ring of Honor is another example of a company where the fans, somebody finally, naturally, quote unquote, organically gets over, and they jerk. Nope, not now.
When they should have put the TV title on them, they didn't.
Yep.
I'm with. And the thing is look at it now. Who's hurting because of it? They are, because their roster's thin as fuck right now.
Kazarian, Donovan Dijak, Dalton Castle and the boys are taking on Bully Ray and the Briscoes. This is like not even good on paper to me.
Nope.
Not even
The only other match on there I like is Silas and Lethal.
Frankie Kazarian is versus Hangman Page. That may be sleeper match of the night.
That could. You're right. That is a good match.
Sleeper match of the night.
That is a very good match. I like Hangman Page is tremendous.
Jay Lethal versus Silas Young is going to be freaking amazing. I love me some Silas Young.
Very, very good fucking match. Very good match.
The Young Fucks are taking on War Machine. Again, that's another match where, hey, give it to the Bucks because it doesn't look good on paper.
I just don't like the mix either.
Neither. Like I said, it doesn't look on paper. The styles, man.
Yeah, the styles.
But then again, we know Hanson and Rowe can actually probably, if anybody on that roster tag team wise, big man tag team wise, could accommodate the Young Bucks, it's going to be War Machine.
I could tell you this is, and my buddy Jim, who I go to these shows with, could attest to this. He actually called in to Cool Truth one time. But we've been noticing lately that in the Ring of Honor / indie setting, that and sometimes booking the smaller guy with the bigger guy is almost the bigger way to go, because on these type of shows, people don't like slow moving matches. Like we saw Keith Lee and Hanson, which you think would be a great match, but it was just too slow and it was kind of boring at times. Where I see Keith Lee versus JT Dunn on Saturday and we're marking the fuck out. So maybe the Bucks and War Machine deliver. You never know.
I'm going to put this, and I know this is going to ruffle your feathers, AC, but I'm going to put this right here because I don't know who the other team is. The Kingdom, Matt Taven and Vinny Marcellia. I said it right that time, motherfuckers. Yeah.
Thank you. Good job. It's about fucking time.
Vinny Marcellia.
I'm sure TK will be in their corner for that
versus Ultimo Guerrero and I'm going to butcher the hell out of this. El Terrible?
I hate it.
I don't like it at all.
Well, here's the reason why they did it.
I don't care. Who the fuck is Ultimo Guerrero and El Terrible?
I agree. They're 100 years old, too. They're like both 50.
Is this because they have a working relationship with AAA?
No, they have a working relationship with CMLL.
Or CMLL? I know
and
it was one of them.
Taven has done 3 tours there, and he's over huge in Mexico right now.
Jesus.
So, I'm with you, dude. But here's my thing. Taven's done these tours there. He's over huge in Mexico. Why not bring up some freaking CMLL stud to wrestle Taven one-on-one and be like your third main event?
Here's my call
if you want to get it over in Mexico. Why are you bringing in these old dudes and throwing Vinny in the match? It's just
we keep
when
saying
I heard when Jim texted me and told me that's what Taven's match was, I was so pissed. I almost didn't even want to go.
Here's what I don't get about this: the whole kingdom, the new kingdom that they're doing. One has to believe that Adam Cole and the dude with Maria, his name just escaped me. Bennett. One of those two, if they don't jump to WWE within the next month, one of those two is ending back in Ring of Honor. They're not going to Impact because they know they'll get fucking buried.
I mean, it wouldn't shock me if both of them signed.
Thank you. I was going to say, do you see do you see either one of these two, those two appearing here?
No. At Ring of Honor? No.
Yeah. No?
I could tell you I have it on good authority that Maria and Bennett have advanced their careers, is the way it was told to me.
It's kind of
so
like,
a lot of that,
like
a lot of that, which dirt sheet buzz about them possibly appearing on SmackDown at some point is not far fetched.
I was gonna say it reminds me of when right before Samoa Joe debuted. My friend Phil
and Bennett has not taken any indie dates since he dropped the NEW title.
Yeah.
How nervous does that make you, AC?
Very.
It's like those two
But
guys.
the reason being has nothing to do with Michael Bennett. It has to do with,
of course,
is it going to be all about Maria like it always is?
You know what? I think Vince is going to look at them and he's going to think, well, we have Miz and Maurice, pal.
Right, and then now my view on it is if Maria will be the wrestler and he'll be like the douchebag husband that carries her fucking ring gear.
They'll be like Sable and Mark Marrow. I think me and AC even said that at one point.
Mm-hmm.
And when you got the perfect feud,
I get marrying Maria advanced his career in a way, but I also think it capped it in a way too, because I think he's pigeonholed to being Maria's husband.
Here, let's face it here. Let's face it here. They've known that these two were probably coming in since before WrestleMania. And I think
listen, the happiest person in the world that they left Ring of Honor has got to be Matt Taven.
Yeah. And
I mean,
hell,
in
the rest of the
all
kingdom.
reality, for his career, I mean, they put him in a title match already. I mean, he's, you know, I think this thing in low is a step back, but whatever. He's over huge in Mexico right now. This new kingdom is all about him. I'm just saying is, you know, we watched, you know, me and Edwards, we watched a ton of those matches when they were in Japan. And yeah, I think that's when you even started liking Taven, when he got to show some of his stuff there.
Yes.
But at the end of the day, the match always ended with Maria on the apron.
Shaking
you know,
her ass
when they were
like
doing
that.
the thing with Carl was in love with Maria, and it really became so much about Maria always.
Yep. And except for when they went to Impact.
Yeah.
The
I mean,
beginning.
Even
when they went to Impact, I marked the fuck out.
Yeah.
Because the miracle Mike Bennett, it was so much about Bennett, but they just never captured
It
captured
came about Maria running the Divas division down there.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
exactly. Yep.
Here's my thing here on this whole Mike Bennett Maria situation. They've known that they probably were going to be coming in since before WrestleMania. We've been talking about this since before Mania.
Yeah.
This is where they should have had Miz and Maurice go over, because John Cena and fucking Nikki Bella both were going away for a while. And then you could have had a true who is the real power couple in WWE storyline between those four.
Yeah.
Right.
With Taven and Maria as the goddamn babyface, or
Bennett and Maria
as the goddamn baby faces even.
Possible.
You know?
It would have worked.
It would have worked great. Gangbusters.
Yep.
Anyway, moving
You know
on.
what the problem is? I think Vince looks at it as my audience doesn't know who Michael Bennett is.
Yep.
I think he really views it that way.
Yeah,
Just
you're
like
probably
with
right.
with the Hardy Boys, I think I said it on this show. Vince looks at that broken thing and goes, I don't know who they are. My audience doesn't know who the broken Hardys are.
Only the whole fucking audience is cheering.
Yeah.
Delete.
So
delete,
we gotta
But they don't know it.
we gotta give them the old Hardys to reacclimate them to the audience before we can fucking do that.
Right.
Moving on here, Cody Rhodes taking on Christopher Daniels. I have to wonder here, man, since they got that New Japan agreement, and I don't want to say anything more because Edwards is gonna be like, don't. But Edwards,
Don't get us Gatoed again.
I'm gonna ask you this, Edwards. Based off what we saw Saturday, do you think that comes into any play into this match whatsoever?
Yes, it could. Could very well. That's all I'm saying.
Because this match is happening a week from tomorrow.
But Jeff, why though?
We can't say. It would.
We can't
it.
say because I don't want to spoil it on you.
Oh, there's something that happened in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good shit.
Gotcha.
Good
Okay.
shit.
All right.
Probably the best thing about that match was what.
Well,
when
my
Cody
only point was I agree with you, but my thinking was Ring of Honor is probably going to want to be well represented.
Here's my thing. Do you
at
think
those shows? I would think, and
Yeah, it makes sense.
here's
Total.
here's my rub on this. They do plug New Japan on Access on Ring of Honor TV. I've heard them do it. Do you think on this 23rd, on this pay-per-view, they mention the shows in California, one of which is being aired on Access TV live 2 weeks after this match takes place, or this pay-per-view takes place?
I would. I would think it'd be a possibility.
If
why
if they don't, New Japan better be red hot at these motherfuckers. That's all I'm gonna say.
Well,
I think they will be.
Well, wouldn't Access or New Japan have to buy advertising time?
They never have before when they mentioned, hey, you could check out New Japan on Access. When they did.
Oh, you mean the announcement? You mean like Riccaboni's going to be sitting there bringing up the fact that I would think the entire main event you're going to hear Riccaboni talking about how Cody's going after Okada next.
Yeah.
I mean, wouldn't that be promotion enough?
Oh yeah. But
I think you're going to get
because
that.
he's taking on Okada at one of the California shows.
Right. Well, no, that's my point. My point being is when Cody Rhodes is wrestling for the Ring of Honor title, they're also going to be bringing up the fact that he's going to be wrestling for the IWGP Heavyweight
Honestly,
Championship.
I say you have Cody win the fucking belt here and go to that California show holding the Ring of Honor TV.
I agree.
I agree.
And this is nothing against Daniels.
No.
I am a big Cody fan.
Me too.
I want Cody to win anyway, but I think it makes him all the sense in the world. And
And especially after what
my
happened.
American Nightmare Bullet Club shirt will be here on Thursday.
Especially after what I want the Bad Luck Fale Tekken Bullet Club T-shirt. That looks awesome.
It's kind of cool how they all came up with their little own twist on the Bullet Club shirt.
Mm-hmm.
I got to tell you, one of my favorite shirts is still my my AJ Bullet Club shirt.
They and after what Cody did in that match, oh man, golly, you got to watch this, AC, so we can all three sit down and talk about it.
Yeah, we'll do it next week,
dude. What I'm especially after me and Edwards were talking about, there's so many places that they could go with Cody after that match, and after what Cody did, it makes sense to have. You know, if I'm Gato, I'm calling up fucking Delirious and going, you'll have Kote win world title. We put Okada on extra show for you.
Yeah, well, that could be
maybe they get some kind of working agreement where another Cody versus Okada rematch happens in Ring of Honor. They got a War of the Worlds UK tour happening. Put it on over there and air it live.
Right. It makes sense. It makes all the sense in the world.
I want Cody to win, man. And
let's face it, Okada. If you're looking at the Ring of Honor wrestling right now, how many guys is Okada going to be like, yeah, I'll wrestle him?
And this whole Cody...
let's be honest.
Yeah.
There's a lot of guys where Okada's going to be like, really, bro? You know what I mean?
The worst
no offense to those guys, but Okada's not in WWE, but outside of WWE, it's like Okada, Kenny Omega, Cody, you know what I mean? He's like one of the five, you know?
Let me ask you.
He's a 1%er outside of WWE.
You may know this. Is Kenny Omega allowed to work in the States?
He did Ring of Honor shows in the States, hasn't he?
I want to say there's some kind of visa issue with him.
I thought he did. Oh, you know what? He might have did off-air shows. I know he did Ring of Honor shows, I believe, in Detroit. I don't know if any of it aired on TV though.
But what I'm saying is, I'll ask Edwards this. After everything that's gone on and seeing as how they got this working relationship, and it's obvious with the Young Bucks and with Cody, and even when AJ Styles was doing Ring of Honor stuff before he went to WWE with the Bullet Club and all that, it's obvious that continuity spreads between New Japan and Ring of Honor as far as the Bullet Club goes. Am I right?
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It's
a lot of that link is the Bucks. Though.
Yeah. Do you think that we get... I'm asking Edwards here. Do you think we get any kind of thing from Kenny Omega on this pay-per-view?
Well, you brought up his travel visa that Meltzer brought up. If that's bullshit, then if I'm New Japan, I'm saying you got to go, man.
Didn't they just do on Ring of Honor at the last pay-per-view or the last big show was the Marty Scurll reveal with Kenny Omega? Was that on an ROH show?
Was he there? Was Omega there for that?
It was on the video wall. So it didn't happen there live, but I want to say...
Wait. The Marty Scurll Bullet Club reveal?
When they
was on the last pay-per-view.
Yeah, when they kicked Adam Cole out.
Yeah, it was on the pay-per-view.
Omega was on that, and that was a Ring of Honor pay-per-view. Omega was on it, but he wasn't there live.
He wasn't in the segment.
Part of me, man, I'm telling you, man. Oh, man, I wish we could talk about it, Edwards. I wish we could talk about it. Joe wants to talk New Japan, and he can't. Damn you, AC.
Save it.
How about, all right, Monday night after Raw.
Monday night. But then again.
Edwards, you can do it?
Yeah, I'll be here.
All right, Monday night after Raw, let's reconvene, and we'll get to it.
And it's right before the Ring of Honor pay-per-view,
and then let's do that, and we'll do some Ring of Honor predictions, and then we can revisit it later.
Well, we kind of did Ring of Honor predictions by running out the call.
Well, I mean, we didn't. I don't know if we were predicted everybody would win. We all kind of did pick Cody. Yeah. Never mind.
But fuck, we could do that instead of talking about another lame ass Raw that they're gonna put on.
Listen, here we do.
Yep.
15 minutes. The rating probably sucked. The show sucked. Did you watch Money in the Bank? Blah, blah, blah. All right, we'll move on.
They're unopposed next week. There's no NBA Finals next week. There's no NHL Final next week. Baseball is business as usual. There's no goddamn football. And get this, folks, there's going to be no Brock Lesnar on next week's show. And the ratings are going to be even worse.
Well, I mean, come on. How do you expect Brock to work?
The ratings are going to be even worse, is my point.
Could be.
Even with Paul Heyman coming out, man.
You keep giving them crap. Why did they come? What is the draw to come back?
And it's not the workers' fault. I can't blame the wrestlers. It's Vince.
I'm with you, dude.
Yeah,
my point is, My point is the talent can't carry
Yeah,
their bad story anymore.
Vince has given them so much chicken shit that they can no longer even attempt to turn it into chicken salad.
I agree.
So
that's a very good way of saying
Let's transition here because it is reaching a quarter after 1.
Yeah, we'll do a quick couple minutes and get out of here.
What are your thoughts here on? It's been announced. It's going to take place, I believe, August 26th, live on a pay-per-view, as Don King would say.
Yep.
I got to be honest with you, man. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. It's a guy going into a boxing match who's an MMA guy. What are you gonna do when you can't use your legs, when you can't chokehold somebody? That's my thought as a casual fan.
Have you seen Conor McGregor?
I know he
hit
can
somebody
probably
in the
hit
face?
somebody, blah 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 blah. But it's an entirely different realm with entirely different fucking rules, and it's Floyd Mayweather's house that Conor McGregor's walking into. It's a great story, and it's probably going to be the biggest buy rate in pay-per-view history. Not just UFC, not just boxing, not WWE. This is probably, I'm predicting it now, this is going to be the highest-grossing pay-per-view in history.
Without question. And there's a reason why they did it in August. They wanted that to air before Triple G and Canelo. The reason behind that is they feel the boxing fan may only spend on one of the two. And if you air after Canelo Triple G, they might have already paid for that.
Mm.
And they might be tweaking Golden Boy. That Mayweather, Dana White has come out. I don't want to get too into this stuff because I'm going to do my show, but Dana White came out and said the negotiations went a lot smoother than he expected with Floyd's camp. So that could
How much is Dana White and the UFC getting paid for this to happen?
Probably an awful lot of money.
How much of all right, here's the thing, though. They're not getting paid money up front, no. UFC's probably looking at Mayweather.
Hold on. Everybody will get, they'll get a...
part of the pay-per-view draw.
No, it's not just that, though. They're all going to get a contractually agreed upon amount, an appearance amount, and... Basically, what will happen is Floyd will get a guaranteed appearance amount. Mm-hmm. Conor will get a guaranteed appearance amount. Right. You show up, you make weight, you fight. This is what you get. Now, the UFC, being Conor's promoter, will get a percentage of that. And then Mayweather promotes himself, so his company, however he divides it up, will be all right. And Showtime is showing the pay-per-view, which is perfect for me because Mauro Ranallo is the only guy that should be calling that fight, and he is calling it. Thank God.
Calling it. Then he's going to Bellator.
Well,
Mike Goldberg.
Him and Goldberg. But here's the thing: you got to realize,
which is a dream team, if you ask me. But anyway,
but they're not. They won't call fights together. Whenever Mauro and him will probably, they'll do. When Goldberg's not calling, Mauro will. When Mauro's calling, you know what I'm saying?
That's a waste.
But here's the thing. Mauro's schedule is probably too intense for him to do all the Bellator shows. Yeah. He already works for the parent company. Mm-hmm. Bellator is owned by the same company that CBS, Showtime,
Viacom.
And everything. Viacom owns all of that. So Mauro already works under that umbrella. So that's not a big deal. Goldberg is probably the fill-in guy just to stick it to the UFC. Mm-hmm. But here's the thing: there's one guy in the world that should call this fight, and it's Mauro Ranallo, and thankfully he's calling it. They haven't said who will be the color guys. A perfect world for me would be Malignaggi boxing side, Rogan UFC side, or Conor side. But Rogan has said on his podcast 100 times he doesn't want to do it.
Why?
Brendan Schaub is a great name, but Brendan Schaub has a bad relationship with the UFC right now. I don't think you'll get him. My guess is it's probably going to be either Mauro and Malignaggi or Mauro, Malignaggi, and Brian Stan, the UFC commentator.
Why not have, since you just signed in, you said they all work for Viacom, why not have Goldberg, as the UFC side? And then you have Mauro Ranallo, who can do the boxing and the UFC. It's kind of like a perfect combination.
I don't think Goldberg fits in well in that scenario.
Really? I mean,
listen. Do you want to tell me Goldberg can do like a vignette for Conor? Sure, but the UFC. Here's the thing: the UFC is still co-promoting this. So my guess is a lot of the Conor promotion is going to be produced by WME, where all their guys are going to produce all that Conor stuff.
Why doesn't
And then
Rogan want any part of this? Because to me, Rogan, man, it's a fucking huge
he's
payday.
the perfect guy. He is the perfect guy.
It's a payday too.
I mean, I don't think Rogan's interested in paydays right now.
Yeah, he doesn't need it with that podcast.
Well, no, but here's the thing. You know what Rogan said? Rogan said it on his Fight Companion a million times. He'd rather sit in a room with Eddie Bravo, Brian Callen, and Brian Schaub, do a Fight Companion during Mayweather McGregor. That's what he'd rather do at this point. I mean, I can't say I blame him. Here's the thing. It's still a boxing match. You need a boxing voice. You can get the MMA side of the story from Ronaldo. He is not going to do MMA disjustice there.
Mm-mm.
So I think that's why he's the perfect
Ronaldo's
guy.
got the best of both worlds, and I've said it time and time again. The closest thing that will ever get to a Howard Cosell is Mauro Ronaldo.
Oh, he's tremendous.
Dude, he's awesome. Edwards, what are your thoughts on this whole thing?
I'm buying it.
You're gonna buy the pay-per-view?
Fuck
would-
yeah.
Dude, I'm not gonna pay $80 for this thing. You know they're gonna charge
Probably
$80.
gonna be $100.
$100? No way.
Why not? Two
Joe,
greatest fighters
Joe,
of our time,
Joe.
Joe.
It's not
Joe,
worth it,
do you
man.
realize what these guys are gonna fucking make for this pay-per-view?
Mayweather knocks him out in the first round.
No chance.
No way.
Mayweather knocks his
Not
ass out in the
a
first
This is
round.
not.
chance.
This is not
You don't
CM
know
Punk
what
going
you're
to the
talking
UFC.
Do you think they
this is
work,
not.
dude? Do you think they work it on purpose to last like 10
No.
rounds?
No.
It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way.
You could say it doesn't work that way. Come on, under the table
Typical-
here.
Typical wrestling fan here.
Under
Joe,
the table here.
Joe, hold on a second. What is the benefit to making the fight look like a work? You already made the money. People already bought it. So what is the benefit of making it look like a work?
You're right. You're right.
This is the thing you have to understand. This is what this fight is about. It's not what they're going to sell you on. It's what it's about.
It's the
And this
names.
is going to be the basis for my podcast. I'm going to get a lot more in detail into this. Here's the basis of the fight. They're going to sell you on the fact, what if Conor lands that one shot that Floyd's never taken before, and Conor's a much bigger guy, and he hits a lot harder than Floyd.
Was Showtime
But-
presenting this?
Can Floyd hit him? Can Conor hit Floyd is the big question.
Was Showtime permitting?
Conor is not going to outpoint him. Conor's not going to win a 12-round fight. I actually think they lost something in the gloves because I know they're going to be 10-ounce gloves. I know Conor wanted 8,
Ooh.
which in an ideal world you want 8-ounce gloves. But it's going to be 10, which, okay. Here's my thing, and this is going to be my big take on it. From Conor's side, can he go out there and represent? And if he doesn't knock Floyd out, which he probably won't,
Floyd's gonna
can
win.
he put on a representative boxing match and show that maybe strikers in MMA could compete in boxing?
Yeah, can he go out there and show that the
That's
mixed?
the big question. And this is the reason why the boxing people are so upset about this fight. They don't want MMA people in their world.
No, they don't.
So if Conor can go out and prove like, hey, you know what? Maybe he does belong in that world. That's a win for MMA. Because I'll tell you this right now. Under MMA rules, it's a 2-minute fight.
Mm-hmm.
If that. Conor would destroy Floyd Mayweather.
So Edwards, you say you're
in
going
an
to buy
MMA
it.
fight.
What are your other thoughts on this?
I'm probably going to agree with AC. I'm going to hope that Conor catches him because I want to see it. But Mayweather will probably knock him out, I think.
You think
Maybe.
I think it'll just be like 11-1 decision. 11 rounds to 1, maybe 12 rounds to nothing, 10 rounds.
So do you
to
think you think Conor
I
can
don't think- I
go
don't-
that far with him?
I think he can, and I think he probably will. And I don't think Floyd hits hard enough or has the reach advantage enough to really.
That's a good point.
Most of you got to realize Floyd has not knocked out a representative fighter in a long time,
Mm-mm.
and his last major stoppage was probably Arturo Gatti, who's my favorite fighter ever, and he didn't even knock him out. The corner threw in the towel because he was taking a beating. You know, he was taking a beating, every bit of a beating, and we all know Gotti's a savage stud.
Speaking of people throwing in towels, God damn it.
But they threw in the towel because of the beating was taken. But it's not like, Floyd is not the type of guy to put people on his ass and they're sleeping. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And you're gonna tell me he's gonna do that to a guy who's gonna probably, if the fight's at 154, I don't know if they capped what Conor can weigh. They probably did. We'll probably find that out. But I mean, there's a good chance Conor's gonna walk in there 165, and Floyd's gonna walk in there at 153, 154.
Edwards,
You know what I'm saying?
Edwards, let me ask you. How many rounds does this go?
7.
I was gonna say 8. 8 rounds. AC, how many rounds does this go?
AC.
I think it goes to the decision.
How many
Okay.
rounds is it to a decision? Was it 15?
It's 12 rounds.
12? Okay.
This guy's stuck in 1970, 15 rounds.
Okay, UFC has a relationship with Fox Sports. Do we get
Really?
any mention of this on Fox Sports whatsoever? I say no.
Absolutely, they were the ones who broke that the fight was open.
Yeah, everybody's gonna be
I
talking
What I'm
about
saying
this.
is, like, I mean, on a Fox Sports UFC pre-show, are we going to get this thing promoted
Oh,
to
they're
bits?
they're gonna talk about it till the cows come home.
My other question here:
It wouldn't even shock me if the prelims were
Fight Pass. Yeah, I was going to say,
Were-
does
are-
Fight
are-
Pass come into this in any way?
Well, here's the thing: Mayweather Promotions is booking the prelims, but it wouldn't shock me if Fight Pass got a fight or two, and then maybe they were simulcast on Fox or something.
I was going to
too.
say, wouldn't it be kick-ass if you saw the octagon set up right next to the boxing ring and some of the prelims were MMA and some were
you won't
boxing?
get that.
You
It's
won't?
gonna be it's gonna be a boxing show.
Even though, yeah, I see your point. As well, it should
Well,
be.
Joe, if you do that, you lose seats.
Not that many.
You know what I'm saying? They want to. They're gonna try to put 25,000 people in that arena.
Where's this thing being held at?
The T-Mobile in Vegas, the new arena there.
Okay.
Mm.
Yeah.
Connor's already sold it out.
Okay.
Connor DS2, I believe, was the first.
I mean,
event
do
there.
you sacrifice 1,000 seats for that octagon to be put up and say,
No.
fuck it, we're
No.
gonna make it
No.
on pay
No,
per
it's
view
a
way.
anyway?
boxing show. It's a boxing show. It's a boxing show.
Okay. Second thing here. Do you think that Viacom, they're gonna charge $100 for this? Do Fight Pass customers get a discount and it be simulcast
No.
on Fight Pass?
Nope.
No.
Nope. Not gonna happen.
UFC really doesn't have a really.
Well, you don't get a discount for the regular UFCs.
Well, what I'm saying
Why
is,
would you get a discount for this?
What I'm saying is UFC really does not have a bone in this fight, really, except for, hey, we're just
Well,
going to sit back and
Well,
collect.
here's the problem though. When Floyd is self-promoted, he's in bed with Showtime. He's in
Right.
bed with Viacom.
Right.
But Mayweather Promotions is the main promoter for this fight, and not the UFC.
Well, you said UFC is quote-unquote co-promoting it, and if I'm a co-promoter, I'm trying
yeah,
to get
well, I
something
mean, take
out
that
of this
for
promotion-wise.
take that for a grain of salt.
I'm trying
It
to
doesn't
get,
mean
you know,
everything's 50-50.
Right. I mean, but at least, even if it's not 50-50, if I'm UFC, I'm sitting there going, we got to get something
no.
out of this other than
Here's
money.
what they're gonna get. Here's
you
what they're
know.
gonna get. Their biggest star on the biggest stage any MMA fighter's ever been on. That's their benefit. They're gonna get a shit ton of money because Connor's gonna make upwards of 100 million, and that means UFC is probably gonna make a pretty substantial profit off it. But their biggest deal here is their biggest star ever is on the biggest stage any MMA fighter has ever been on. That's huge.
Question here.
Huge.
My last question on this, because I know AC wants to talk about a lot on the podcast, and it's almost 1:30. Edwards, I'll start with you here. It's all over. We all pretty much agree Edwards is going to win. Edwards is going to win the fight. Yeah,
Edwards
Edward
always wins.
Hollywood always wins, but Mayweather wins. Everybody's going to make money. As much as I would like to see Floyd get knocked the fuck out, Floyd's going to
Me
win.
too.
Floyd's going to win. I want the streak to be over, for lack of a better term, but Floyd's going to win. If Floyd wins, let's say it goes to a decision, do we see Mayweather McGregor 2? If not, where does Conor McGregor go after this?
If Floyd wins, we don't see McGregor 2. And I think Conor goes back to MMA, to UFC. But before I switch it back to AC, I'm going to switch the question. Okay, so answer that one. And then if Conor wins, like you just said, it's the biggest stage for a UFC fighter, MMA fighter. If he beats Floyd Mayweather, does he go back?
I don't
Or is
think
he
he
done?
does. I think he
retired?
leaves it behind and goes into self-promoting himself just like Mayweather, only in the MMA realm.
You can't do that. Number one. Here's the thing.
Contracts, schmontracts, man. Come on.
No.
AC,
Listen.
AC, your
Hold
question,
on.
though.
Do you want my answer?
Yeah, go ahead.
I do.
All right. Here's my answer. Number one, if Mayweather wins, Conor goes back to MMA, and trust me, it doesn't hurt him at all.
No, it doesn't hurt MMA
He lost
at
a
all
boxing
either.
match. Here's what hurts Conor. If he goes back and loses his first fucking MMA fight afterwards.
Yeah.
Why are you dicking around in boxing? You should have been fighting MMA. That's what we're going to hear.
Mhm.
If he goes back and smashes his first opponent in MMA, nobody's going to care that he lost to Conor McGregor or lost to Floyd Mayweather. And he's by far the richest MMA fighter ever already. And he's going to be even more than that. But if he wins, I think he walks away from fighting altogether.
Okay.
I was gonna say if he loses and then loses that MMA fight, we're gonna see gloves in the ring from Conor.
No, you know why? Because I think that he has a lot of other
Interests.
offers,
Yeah.
a lot of other interest and ways he can make money.
I mean,
he's
just
very
like that-
good with he's very good with his money already, and he's going to have an awful lot of it after this fight,
That-
win, lose, or draw.
That one guy
And-
retired and opened up a weed shop here.
But I mean, yeah, but listen, Anthony Johnson
Yeah,
hasn't
Rumble
made
Johnson, yeah.
hasn't made close to what Conor McGregor's made.
Nowhere near it.
But here's the thing: how can Conor McGregor top that? Ever?
Yeah.
Right.
If he knocks out Floyd Mayweather, there's nothing he could do in the UFC to top that. Ever.
There's nothing he can do.
Nope.
Nothing.
Nope.
So why, if you can, here's my point. If you've done that, and you've also conquered MMA, which he has in a way,
Yeah.
what do you have left to do? You have all the money in the world. You've conquered the sport. You've come up with probably the greatest upset in maybe in the history of sports. And you have movie offers and all this other shit. Why do you want to get punched in the face anymore? Like, why do it? Like, at that point, I would totally agree. Here's the only question, and we don't know this yet. Is there a rematch clause in the contract? Now, I don't think there'd be one if Floyd won.
No.
But
If
if
Floyd
Conor
wins,
was
it's
to
an
win,
I told you so, and that's it. If Floyd wins.
right. But if Conor was to win, did Floyd put a rematch clause in there? That's an interesting question because we don't know yet.
This is not for any type of title, is it?
No.
No.
I don't think they
doesn't need it. Doesn't need it either.
Well, Floyd's been stripped of all his titles.
Really?
Well, he hasn't fought. He retired.
Oh, okay. That's right. He's coming out of retirement for this.
Right.
When's the last time he fought?
Oh, Floyd hasn't fought in. It'll be probably like a year and a half by the time they fight.
When's the last time McGregor fought?
McGregor fought in November, so it'll be a while for him too.
Let me ask one thing, AC.
Although McGregor needed the time to train boxing.
Yeah.
You're taking decision, which means Conor's gonna go the distance.
Yes.
In my mind, the quicker he can maybe catch Mayweather and knock him out, the better.
I don't think if he does it. If he doesn't get it within the first 5 rounds, I don't think he'll get it.
Okay, that was my
That's why
question.
you're asking.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, I think if he's gonna get it, it'll be early.
You're the MMA guy.
And I honestly, I think here's what I think. I think you'll get an exciting first half of the fight, and the second half of the fight's gonna be extremely boring.
Snoozer. Yep.
Okay, gotcha.
My
Yep.
last question here to AC, because AC's the MMA guy. He knows how these guys train, how they think. You got the whole, and I'm going to bring up a name here, and don't go off on me. Wait until I finish here. CM
Okay.
Punk made the transition to MMA, and the thing he was like, I got to get used to getting hit for real. I got to get used to fighting for real.
Mm-hmm.
My analogy here with the McGregor-Mayweather thing, does McGregor have a hard time training for boxing, knowing I can't use my legs, I can't take the guy down, there's no submissions, I can only hold him, for a certain amount of time in a certain way? It's in a ring as opposed to an octagon. You know.
I would say no because MMA fighters do train boxing and they do
Right.
train in rings and
Yeah, but
I
they
mean,
don't. They don't
not
train it.
not
They
to the
don't train it
level not to the
solely.
level
Yeah.
that boxers do, but
gonna,
they do have that experience.
I was going to trade. It's a lot different when you're training as a boxer in
Right,
MMA.
but I'll give you the example. TJ Dillashaw. TJ Dillashaw trains with Vishal Lomachenko up in Big Bear. Straight boxing training. There's a lot of MMA fighters that train with boxers. Connor's trained with boxers before.
Yeah, but there's a big difference in training.
George St. Pierre, there is, but listen. When an MMA fighter is training boxing, he's not training boxing in a cage. He does it if you go to an MMA gym, there's cages, there's rings, there's mats, there's heavy bag areas.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But my thing is that mentality of
what the gym is.
That mentality of
the correlation is is apples and oranges because when CM Punk shows up to train wrestling, there's a wrestling ring.
And yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When Conor McGregor decides that, oh, hey, I want to train with boxer, I'm going to go out to Freddie Roach's gym and train out there. He's training in a boxing ring. I know George St. Pierre's trained with Freddie Roach. So it's not – there has been crossover training and with MMA and boxing.
I understand that, but my thing is it's like, it's still MMA, and it's still that thing of, yes, I'm training solely in boxing and a wrestling ring.
Do you think he's going to want to throw kicks?
But no, I'm not. I wouldn't go that far. He wouldn't be that stupid. But as a fighter, as a MMA fighter, I'm of the mentality of, yes, I'm training in a boxing ring, but I also know when he throws this jab, his legs are so far apart that I could go in and shoot for the leg. But you can't do that in boxing. Is it hard to get out of that mentality?
Which is why I think Conor hasn't fought MMA since November. I think he wanted to get a little separation.
Himself. Yeah, he's reprogramming his mind.
Right, he wanted to get a little separation. What you're saying is absolutely true. Yeah. Like TJ Dillashaw could go train boxing with Vishal Lomachenko all he wants, and he could see all those crazy movements that no guy in MMA is going to have anyway. But that that sharpens his hands, it sharpens his skills, it sharpens all that. But I also have heard Floyd say that he would take Nate Diaz and train him how to finish off Conor McGregor. But my whole thing with that is Floyd's not going to know that the way Conor beat Nate Diaz in the second fight was really with leg kicks. So how is Floyd Mayweather ever going to teach Nate Diaz to avoid a leg kick when he's teaching him how to avoid Conor McGregor's punches and strike back?
Right.
He's never going to know that.
Yeah.
So, this is why people have to understand they really are two different sports.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Basketball, baseball, the ball is round.
It's two different sports.
But that's all that's similar. Basketball and baseball, the ball's round. They're very different sizes, but they're round. That's the only similarity. And it may not – the only similarity between boxing and MMA is the fact that people get punched in the face or punched in the body.
Yep.
But it's still the defenses, everything else very different. The defense that Floyd fights with would never work in MMA, ever. He'd get destroyed. But in boxing, he's mastered it, which is why it's going to be very tough for Conor McGregor to land that big punch.
We're going to go ahead and leave it there. Kane Justice here. Let me see here. Kane Justice did post something an hour ago.
Did he?
He goes, wait, I'm trying to get upset because someone besides me is shooting, but I don't know who the hell this cool down guy is. Damn. We're going to leave it there because, talk about boxing and you talk about different guys training. That's why Kane Justice, we found out tonight, isn't that right, Edwards? We found out tonight that's why Kane Justice not only did he want to do the pro wrestling training, he went to the Bushido Dojo and learned that judo. So we found that out tonight. And we're going to leave it there tonight, folks. Next Monday night.
That worked out well for Ronda Rousey her last few fights.
Yeah, it did. We're gonna go ahead and leave it here, folks. AC's got a show coming out. Edwards, do you have a show coming out this week?
I don't know why. Maybe.
You don't know? Well, we'll all be here next Monday. We're also going to be here next Wednesday. Who knows what I got going on this week with work and everything. I know that you'll get something out of me Sunday or Monday. We're going to go ahead.
Set up Kane Justice. Come on, man.
I'll get Kane on here next week.
All right, let's do it.
Kane Justice. If you want to come on next, I'll shoot him on Twitter. I'll shoot at him on Twitter and see if we can get him on.
He'll learn my name.
Edwards, would you be opposed to that?
Hell no.
All right. So next Monday, we're going to probably try to get cane justice for you. And while we're hearing AC/DC's Thunderstruck being played on a banjo right now, because I just wanted to close it with a different song and not get copyrighted.
Don't get gatoed.
Well, don't get gatoed. Hashtag Gatodacity. We'll see you guys at the Sportatorium.